So it's
Big love in the building. Make sure I get that motherfucking lover's patience. Let me tell you one thing though. Yeah, Rose. I don't need no motivation. Trying to change my situation. Make a lane away from niggas. Hit a fatal when your niggas. I don't get no explanations. I don't need no validation. I don't see no competition. I don't need no phony bitches. I don't fuck with opposition. Kill them all with preparation. Mix the flow with education. Smoke the whole of medication. Get these hoes above my face. If you ain't adding to my space, then you a cancer to my greatness. Yeah, bitch.
Nobody's playing man defense. We're already gonna play zone. We already play.
Nah, nigga, the teams I'm gonna be playing man defense.
but that was my point where it's just like, all right, cool. Like, and seeing that last season was like, yo, we ain't come out here for that. We don't got the organization that everybody else had. We don't got this. We don't got that. Let's do what we normally do. But in experiencing it, something different and playing in like a more organized league, I'm like, yo, there's no way we can't implement this into ours. Like, you put 8 and make it an 8-on-8, so now it's like more people could play at a time.
That don't look like high C orange.
It don't. Nigga gave you a Coke. My son was not. The DoorDash nigga was not reading.
I am not a Coke boy.
Alright.
I am. I did mad Coke this weekend.
Hey.
I was talking about Coca-Cola.
Yeah, that shows.
Nah, he does that all the time. Yeah, my son just bit the cap off a Stella Artois. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I did not ask for McChicken.
Whoa. Bust that down, player.
I ain't had one since like 2014.
Bust that down, you heard?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm about to get some Shake Shack.
Shake Shack buzzing. What's your favorite fast food place that's not the typical McDonald's, Burger King? 30 burgers?
30
What's your
burgers,
favorite?
bro.
What's yours? Like, if we counting like fast food, like them fast casual type places, like a 30 burgers or like a Shake Shack, you know what I'm saying?
Five Guys.
Five Guys, okay.
Yeah, their burger is better than 30 burgers, but I still like 30 burgers better.
Fries is busting.
Smash burger.
Like, I understand why I leave out of there with one burger and one of the fries and it'd be $50.
I love smash burger.
$27.83.
What?
$27.83 for one person.
You gotta get the double too.
That's the only way it comes.
Yeah, I was about to
The
say.
joint, the kids cheeseburgers is the
Single?
yeah.
Yo, I used to think that In-N-Out, like y'all had In-N-Out before, right? We all been to the West
I
Coast
fuck
before.
with
Nah,
I've never been to
you
West
fuck with
Coast.
In-N-Out?
I do.
Alright, so when I went to Cali, like a few years back and shit.
Mine's cars, by the way.
It was like a homecoming thing.
Nah, I just. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I didn't catch that at first. Hold on. But like, I went out there and I was cooking. You feel me? But mind you, I don't really smoke. But while I was out there, I smoked with my homies and shit, whatever.
Give me a little bit.
So like, I'm eating In-N-Out and shit, and I'm thinking this shit the best shit ever. So I went back out to the West Coast this year, and then I had In-N-Out. I was like, man, this shit ain't really like all that. And I've been saying for like the last few years that people have been saying like, nah, In-N-Out really trash. Like,
It's not trash.
But
It's overrated in the sense that people make, because we don't have it over here and they don't have it in a lot of space. And I think we may have spoke on this before. I don't remember. But for me, it's a combination of all things. When you're dealing with fast food, you're dealing with things of that nature. Kiss it up to God, you know what I'm saying? Bro, drop the fry.
shout out to Allah.
In them. When it comes to that shit, like, for me, it's quality of food, because, you know what I'm saying, we spending money. It's the price, it's the time it take, and it's consistency.
Yeah, and come on, bro.
To me,
And then not only got like six things on the menu, I think.
right, but at the end of the day, like, when you think about it, it's the business model hasn't changed. It stood the test of time. They got a secret menu that's not a secret.
Yeah.
And it's like, that shit makes everything fire, to me. And it's like, at the same time, In-N-Out's prices fuck all these other fast food prices up. Like, they burgers is still like, for a common, still like $7 or $8, something like that. Like, it's not, it's that, but like, they got shit like they make their pink lemonade in house and like everything is actually cooked there. So like, while it may not be extraordinary and it may not be this, when it comes to fast food and you're talking about bang for your buck, which is really what we're doing when we go to fast food places. Like, it's not, we're not looking for the best meal ever. It's like, it's exactly that. I want something quick to eat. If it was over here, for one, I don't think the quality would be the same. Because, like, have you ever had McDonald's? Have you ever had McDonald's or some, like, food, like, just regular food that we get up here? Have you ever had it, like, down south?
It's not the same. My
Bro,
brother,
down south the food is way. Them niggas give a fuck, bro.
but not Wendy's. Cause my brother live in Georgia. He be complaining like, cause niggas fuck with Wendy's up here, but he said down there like that Wendy's don't be hitting the same. Like it's something different about it.
Really?
Yeah, he said
That's like
that
Checkers
Wendy's,
down south though. Checkers busting down south.
Cause they be eating that Zaxby's down there.
Yeah, I be fucking with Cookout.
Cookout busting.
Every time I land down south, that's the first thing I eat.
But that's another thing where it's like so my
They got
homie
$5 trees and shit.
My friend Kendall, shout out to Kendall. She went to A&T, and
Shout out to Big Marvin.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Big Marv. So she would talk about cookout. And I'm like, oh, you ever had it? And like people down there, it's just cookout. It's like, I go get a cookout.
Like house, like Waffle House. Like,
nah, that's how we look at like the Chicken Shack or some shit. Like that shit is normal to us.
Yeah,
that's what cookout is to them.
And then like same shit like the Waffle House. It's like, yo, we go to Waffle House. It's like, yo, that's busting. Like the closest Waffle House is in Maryland for me.
Waffle House kind of mid.
Waffle House mid until you fucked up at 3 a.m. coming from the spot, or you with the homies and everybody drunk and niggas start fighting outside, and it's a dance battle outside, and it's a little truck on hydraulics outside, and it's a horse outside, and it's a dyke with a shooter sleeve cooking your food, and it's like all of that is what make Waffle. It's the experience of Waffle
Will never
House.
be me.
And you can parking lot pimp.
Bro, what?
You just gotta make sure.
Niggas will pull up to walk like
everybody. Make sure
everybody.
that woman not a man, because you know it's probably down south
In Atlanta, you feel me?
Atlanta, yeah.
We talking about Maryland right now.
Down south.
We talking about Maryland right now, please. Niggas crazy.
But nah, like the experience of what. So for some things, it's and just like really with everything, it's the experience. It's not what is there. Like is Waffle House the best quality food? Nah, but that shit you might spend $12, get everything that you want for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come out like that, and like you're probably gonna get a show. Like you're like everybody that went out. If you niggas will pull up to Waffle House at like 2 a.m. and you're guaranteed some kind of show.
I don't care about that.
But you might be a part of the show as well. Like you might die. So
I mean, but
I'm not dying over no eggs.
But niggas ain't.
Well, give me my French toast and my fucking eggs and my home fries.
the eggs are good though.
So
Like, I only eat Waffle House one time before, but the eggs
Waffle
are good.
House is.
But don't
it's
go
for
to the
culture.
Waffle House that's like in a downtown area. So I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
came.
yeah.
I was in Atlanta what a year or so ago.
Oh wait! You went to the where you was like so you was downtown Atlanta like you.
I did not go there.
I'm about to say the one by like Georgia State and
I did not go there because it was downtown. I was like,
I went to like four. It was a lot of college women down there though for sure.
it was a brick and mortar, bro. Not. It was literally like in a building. It was like the way we put IHOPs in places. It was that's how the Waffle House was, and I'm like, this is not what I need. This should need to be off the highway, where it's highly accessible to everyone and no one at the same time.
IHOP so trash now. Y'all been to IHOP lately?
I haven't.
That shit is so trash, bro.
IHOP
Since they changed it to IHOP. Yeah, that shit.
That was a bad rebrand.
And I ain't be eating.
I went there with my dad because we were driving down to Virginia, and I was like the only place open at the time. Bro, I had the chicken and waffles. It was like chicken tenders and Eggos.
Nah,
It was like Tyson and Eggos, bro.
Tyson and Eggos is crazy.
They ain't give a fuck. They ain't dropped the order off at the.
That's
the
crazy. That shit sound like niggas had a fucking function at a school cafeteria.
You know what breakfast spot is actually pretty good? Down south, Shoney's.
My dad was talking to me about Shoney's, talking about like it's a decent spot. I've never been to a Shoney's, or I may have like on a family vacation. It's a down south franchise.
Perkins, good as fuck.
Perkins alright.
Perkins alright.
I love Perkins.
The pancakes alright.
It's a spot in Union called First Watch. That spot alright. They got like nice fresh juices. I just found out it's a franchise. I thought it was unique to Union, but it's not. And for First Watch got but the service is terrible because like niggas can't keep a manager. Nobody gives a
Denny's.
fuck.
Denny's. But I don't like that.
Denny and mid pack, bro. The food hotter. The plate's hotter than the food.
Nah, it's mid, but I like the country fried steak. That's the only thing.
I ain't hold you. When I was a kid, I used to fuck with Denny's, bro.
You getting steak from Denny's?
Yeah, country fried steak. Yeah.
Country fried steak is good, man.
Country fried
From
steak
Denny's?
is good, but not from Denny's, bro. Y'all wild.
That's like going to IHOP and getting a fucking steak.
The big steak.
Hell yeah, I'm pretty sure they got steak.
Well, I mean, you getting an omelet or something like that. I mean, but
That's like the best thing at IHOP, right? The big steak omelet. What? We mad hungry right now, bro.
Cracker Barrel.
Niggas 10 minutes into the pod.
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, man.
You
mean
Yo,
nigger
you can
barrel?
taste the racism in the food.
You mean nigger
It's
barrel?
so good.
I went there one. Did I go there one time? Nah, I actually didn't. It was Golden Corral, I think.
Golden Corral used to be busting.
I drove to Maryland for Golden Corral one time.
Biscuits and gravy. You ever had the biscuits and gravy at Cracker Barrel?
Whoa. This nigga just said he drove to Maryland to have Cracker Barrel.
No, I said Golden Corral.
Oh, Golden Corral.
I'm not mad at that.
This is Golden Corral.
I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
This is Golden Corral.
No,
Where?
this like in 2011 when I was a virgin.
Well, I like.
Yes, I was doing
Making
dumb
smart
shit.
decisions.
Yeah, I want to make
Yeah, I understand.
I was like, bro,
I like
what
Golden
right
Corral.
there?
I get the baked chicken, the fried chicken, and the rice and the salad at Golden Corral. That's all I get.
Bro, the first time I experienced Golden Corral.
Nigga, how
was
you
in
have
Atlanta.
something that you only get at Golden Corral? Like it's not 50,000 things in Golden Corral.
Because if you know me, I only eat like a certain amount of things.
Y'all niggas ain't never been
eat
broke before, man.
Sorry if y'all hungry. Listen to this shit, bro. But we currently hungry right now, too,
we
except for
hungry
like
as
2
fuck.
niggas.
You sorry I never
one.
been broke before? Like, I'm broke right now. Like a few months ago, I had.
Yeah, let's rank our bank accounts right
Bro,
now. We gonna have
Hey, I bet I'll win. I bet I'll win.
A few months ago, I remember I put in the chat that I was eating steakums over rice.
shit gonna look bad. In
That's
here.
a meal, my
right
nigga.
now, nigga. I get paid.
Steakums over rice sound alright. It sound better than what I had today.
Steakums over rice. That's a meal.
You feel
That's
me?
what I'm saying. That's a
It was good
meal.
as fuck.
Yeah, I'm saying.
When you gotta eat a peanut butter sandwich because it ain't no jelly or some shit, cuz like that's a struggle.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't like peanut butter and jelly. I enjoy peanut butter sandwiches, so that's not a bad meal to me.
You don't fuck with peanut butter and
You
jelly?
know, like,
I prefer. I'll eat a peanut butter sandwich before I eat when I was in high school.
I'm not mad at that because I fuck with peanut butter and
Yeah,
shit. so-
like I would just like that was the only time I used to drink milk.
Oh nah.
With a peanut butter sandwich, a glass of milk, like not a whole glass, but like a very small glass, to almost just
This
like
nigga was
chase it.
drinking a shot
shot
of
of
milk.
milk. Word.
A double shot, if anything.
A double shot of milk.
I just got back into drinking milk too. That's the crazy.
You ain't have to
Shit
do
on
that.
yourself.
Yeah,
drinking
your
that
butt
shit.
about to be busting.
Or was it warm milk?
McDonald's got almond milk.
McDonald's got almond milk?
Warm milk, yeah.
I never knew that.
Ain't no remember nothing. I don't remember shit.
No. I said I replaced it. With
You know where almond milk come from?
Is it like the nut?
Almond cows, dummy.
Is it? No, you know.
the Rick Ross shit,
Yeah,
he
Rick
was like,
Ross
they
shit.
squeezing
He was like,
it out of the
but do
peanut.
they squeeze the milk out of the peanut?
That's crazy.
You was saying that with DJ
What
Khaled.
made you go with that verse?
Nigga said, you know where almond milk come from? I'm in cows, nigga. You stupid. That shit, what he said.
Almond cows is crazy.
Almond cows.
Almond cows, do they? That's not a thing, right?
They do have brown cows.
I'm dead ass. I don't know.
I'm
Shit.
saying that shit is nuts. This is End of Regulation Podcast, episode 78.
My family got cows. I bet none of y'all families got cows. Broke ass niggas.
I am one of your hosts, Shay.
Mr. got family in Georgia,
I'm trying to introduce
in
the
North
podcast,
Carolina, Louisiana. Nigga, tell me.
I was just trying to think just now if any of my family got like fucking dead ass.
Nigga, we had 2 dogs. One was Brownie and one was Blackie. That's how you know. Caribbean's is country, bro.
Nah.
I know mad heifers.
This is End of Regulation Podcast, episode 78. I am one of your hosts, Shay.
It's your boy, Mister.
Zig Love in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Push the
Sean.
buttons. Boom, downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Burst not here.
Homie Big
Bousin.
911.
Misye Bousin.
Bird got his foot chopped off.
Hey yo.
Saying, Big Mama, your arm. Diabetes nothing to play with, bro. That shit.
Did y'all see? I seen Bird's braids.
You got
Oh, yeah, my boy got the straight backs.
You got to put the album
nigga
cover.
Mr. said-
I mean, episode cover.
This nigga Mister said Bird looked like Haitian Drake, and then I called him Aubrey Jean-Pierre.
Oh my, that's the episode name right there. Aubrey Jean-Pierre.
Wait, y'all have a picture of him in the braids?
I think I
posted a
screenshotted
video.
it, bro.
Why do niggas be doing this? Like, we're not going to put it on the cover of the episode.
I should FaceTime bro right now just to get a picture. Wait, I'm about to call. I'm about to FaceTime. He gonna think I'm calling to put him in on the podcast.
Yeah, right. Him like, yo, what's up, my niggas?
They just hang up.
Yeah, just screenshot that shit. Hang up.
Oh, nah, it's still up. It's still up.
Oh, now we got that. Yeah. All right, we don't even need to do that. Damn, bro gonna hear this shit and be like, these motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we gotta get the phone.
Aubrey Jean-Pierre.
Yo, that's the episode name. Till we find something better than that, which I don't see it, because he going on the cover with that. With the phone, too. No face, no case.
Is this really Bert?
No, that is Jean.
Jean. Shout out to my Uncle Jean. It's his birthday today.
Oh, word. Shout out, Unc. I'm saying.
Shout
He
out,
back
Brody.
Home country type shit. Where they kill the goats.
Nah, that nigga in Chicago married to a white woman.
Yuck. Never
Are you
mind.
serious, my brother?
Oh, actually, no, not married. Nah, she's a great woman.
Still don't care.
Great woman. And he a Q dog too, which is interesting.
Serious, my brother.
That shit ain't changed nothing for me, bro.
Physical trainer. Know what I'm saying? Got money, nice, a beautiful catch for a black woman, and he just said I'm going to a white woman.
There's no excuse for like a man to be dating a white woman to me,
Bro, why not?
I don't give a fuck if she's a nice woman. I don't care.
Bro, Miss is gonna get us.
You blocking your blessings, my boy.
How, nigga? I got a black queen.
You blocking your blessings, my boy.
I'm not, nigga.
Yo.
There's not a white
You
woman.
want to cry in a Honda or a
Niggas
Bentley?
is gonna offer to buy to offer do publishing for
And they gonna listen back.
for the rights, and they're gonna be like,
So I want to cry in a Honda or Bentley. My girl a doctor. Talk my shit.
Did she got her doctorate?
Yeah.
White women get the doctorate.
confirmed?
White women get the doctorate by
I
default.
didn't know that was done. Shout out to
She got her
you,
doctorate. White women, no, they born with a doctorate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, 'cause it was
They born with a doctorate
So?
credit score. They are not born with their doctorate.
defended white women kind of hard, brother.
Hey, man. You heard about, who knew what I'm about to say?
You know we keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera. That wasn't bad. Like looking back on the time.
Let's not do this, bro.
Christina Aguilera.
Looking back on the times, that's really crazy. Niggas was going crazy for white women.
All right. So y'all know. I'm gelling, right? All right, listeners, I'm gelling. I love all women though, for sure. Like if I fall in love with a white motherfucker, she getting this polygamous work. If I fall in love with her, but who?
That was funny.
Who? Yeah. White women, they stay with you cheat.
So all right.
Who y'all top one white woman if y'all had to rank one? Don't be a hoe. Don't be a hoe. And be like, oh, I don't got no top one white woman. Fuck that.
Because niggas do.
Niggas do.
Now, when we say top one, we talking about. All right, so I'll
For
go
you,
first.
for you, just your favorite white woman of all time.
I don't got an all time one. I'll say right now. I don't have an all time one.
I don't have all time.
Nigga, right now could be all time.
Right now, you got all. You're going first.
I got all time too.
I just thought of one.
If we being freaky, Gianna Michaels.
I was gonna say
Not
Hold
the porn star. Not no porn star, man.
I got one there.
So if we doing that, Jennifer Aniston.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, a little bit, but she.
Look, we got Mr. to defend the white woman.
Mr. Anderson, nigga, what you talking about?
She ain't mad though. I ain't gonna lose. Like, I seen Bruce Almighty a few times. Cause I ain't gonna lie.
Friends.
Give me Shiv Roy off Succession.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know who that is.
I like that.
Hey,
I was gonna say Lisa
Elite
Ann,
Milk.
bro.
Lisa Ann?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You
but
said no porn star,
no
though,
porn
so-
star, bro. Come on, pick a different.
Elite Milk.
Bro, I can't.
Bro, yes, you can, my nigga. You ain't never seen a movie before?
Mrs. Say, I only appreciate white women on blacked.
Bro, I couldn't go down the list of my crushes in life, bro. That's crazy. That was crazy.
I ain't say she had to be a crush, but like,
Bro,
if you just had to pick
I
one.
never looked at a white woman for real and doing some shit like, damn, I want her bad or anything
Nah,
like that.
nothing like that.
No, I'm just letting y'all know, like, it's never been a moment in my life where it's like.
But you thought about it enough to know that Jennifer Aniston not mid. So if you know Jennifer Aniston not mid, that means you gotta
I guess
have
her
one.
then.
Jennifer Aniston getting a little too much love on here.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash?
Hey, yo.
That's a good one.
Stacey Dash.
Why you being a hoe, bro?
Nah. My real one is. Some people don't like her, but
Nah, fuck Stacey Dash.
No, I'm talking about the girl I'm about to say.
Oh, so
I should've
what?
said Amber
I think.
Rose.
I think Kendall.
She
Jenner.
white?
I like Kendall Jenner.
She's Cape Viridian.
What?
Yeah,
That's African.
Wait, repeat that?
Kendall Jenner.
Oh, all right, cool. I thought that's what I'm like. What is going on?
bugging.
Okay.
I'll turn off.
No, I really didn't hear you. I don't think about no Jenner name except so I heard Caitlyn Jenner and I say,
Hey, bro.
All right, hold on.
Hey, bro, say it again.
I got a real answer now. I just thought about it, bro.
Yeah.
Kourtney Kardashian, she was the only white woman I think I ever looked at was like, nah, she alright, bro. Okay. Kourtney.
Bro, y'all niggas don't fuck with.
Mr. has defended a white woman.
I don't really
and
like
lied
white women
about
like
it.
that, but
Bro, I'm about to give y'all 3 fire white women.
3?
why are we doing
Three.
this?
I promise you I'm not gonna do 2.
Julia Fox. You seen Transformers?
Oh, wait, nah. What's
Margot Robbie from Wolf of Wall Street.
And my short Black Widow.
I don't know.
Scarlett Johansson.
That wasn't even my third, but you could put her right in there. Carmen Electra in the 90s. Nigga, it was some white women, bro.
I don't like this segment anymore, bro.
I don't really look at white women in that light. They just people.
Nigga, Julia Fox was fire in Transformers. Don't act like
That's not Megan Fox, bro.
Oh yeah, I see.
Julia
It's
Fox is
Megan
a
Fox.
mid-pack.
Yeah, Julia
I was
Fox is
letting
mid.
you rock.
Yeah, Megan Fox. Yeah. I said Julia.
We
Megan
were
Fox.
gonna talk about it
Megan
after
Fox.
the episode. Julia Fox is the one that Kanye was dealing with.
Yeah, man. Wait, that's the one that I mean, fuck no,
Kanye.
no. I'm talking about bro.
Enough.
No. Yo, we are
No names.
niggas know somebody who y'all mean one of Kanye's y'all means. Like
It's a small world.
like
after
like
all.
you done met him before.
It's a small world after all.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, bro. How y'all?
off the white
How y'all
love.
week been, bro? Because I ain't see y'all niggas like keep talking about white women and shit, bro.
Yeah, I work for a network now. I can't get canceled.
Yeah, because we need them.
Yeah, we need that inside information.
You know what I'm saying? Huh.
I went to Rutgers
Zig
homecoming.
Woj.
I went to Rutgers homecoming 2 weeks ago. The actual football game.
How was that?
It was tough. I never been to the actual stadium. I've been to I've been to the campus a few times, but I never been to the actual stadium. So
College stadiums is the best.
yeah, niggas got there. And niggas had to drive to a
Niggas eating McChickens in the background.
Niggas had to drive to a parking lot, pay for parking, and then take a shuttle bus to another parking lot.
That's regular.
Then walk
It's
from that
regular.
parking-
It's regular college shit, my nigga.
But like, I went to a D3 school, my nigga.
All right, so get your weight up,
And
nigga.
this is my first. This is my first college football game. Like,
Bro, all that mayonnaise, bro.
this is my first college football game. So we got to the we walk. I'm like, because my sister, she go to Rutgers, so she asked me if I wanted to go to the game.
Shout out to the homie.
Yeah, so we
Your feet start hurt like a pregnant one?
Nah, I was good. Like I could walk, but I'm like, yo, the stadium like all the way back here.
Oh yeah, no, that shit is deep though. That shit deep.
So we got to the stadium.
From the parking lots, yeah.
So we got to the stadium.
Low key.
So we got to the stadium. We about to go in, and then my sister realizes that she has her pocket knife on her.
And it's like, so that's your first game. So you didn't know at Rutgers that they don't frisk you. Yeah, they don't frisk you. Yeah.
They don't?
No, they don't. Confirm.
Bro,
Didn't know
Confirm.
It's not safe.
There's no metal detector.
I remember
bro.
because I had no, it's not detector, but I had
No, there
mad,
wasn't.
I had mad
Bro, I
bruises
got-
in my pocket.
bro.
Wait, no, you're right. There is no metal detector. There is no metal detector. Yeah, but I said yeah. Niggas walking there with the blicky.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, now you're right. Now there is no metal detector because I had like 6 White Claws on me, and I had forgot because I was drunk already. So last year around this time for my birthday Friday. So
That
last
was
year around
done.
this time. I know I'm about to get right back to you, but yeah,
That's my fault because sometimes I lose track.
nah, but yeah, they don't have metal detector. But continue on, Sean.
Yeah, so she realizes that she got her pocket knife on her. So she like, yo, what we about to do with this? Because I'm not
Not get rid of it.
I'm not getting rid of it. So I'm like, I mean, I'll put it in my sock or something, put it in my pocket or something. Like I don't see no metal detectors. So she had to get her bag checked, and she ain't had no pockets. Was the reason why she had her bag, so she ain't had nowhere to put it. So I took it. We got to the gate, but the lady told us that she wasn't allowed to bring the bag in that she had. So we had to walk all the way back to her car, like take the shuttle, walk to the parking lot, take the shuttle back to the other parking lot.
45 minutes.
And then it wasn't that long. Like we got
because the shuttle's running back and forth. It was probably like 20 minutes.
We got back before the second quarter started. So we got there. She puts the bag in the car, but I forget to put the pocket knife in the car. So we walk all the way back. And I'm like, damn, I still got this in my pocket. But they ain't pat me down or nothing. So I'm like, cool. Like, I'm not finna use it. So, like, I'm just cooling. So we get there. We watched it. So, and then we watched the game and shit. And before we leave, there's these two white women. First of all, actually,
Yo, so I was going to jail and say you stabbed a white woman?
No. So this white woman walks past us. Right. That's how crazy the world works, and this how I know God is real, right? And this how I know racism is real, right? So this white woman walks past us with the exact same bag they said my sister couldn't walk through the gate with. The exact same bag.
She probably had season tickets. Nigga, get your money up.
She was white.
That's exactly what it was.
And then, all right, so white people are very nasty. I witnessed this with my own eyes. Two crazy things I saw at the game. Actually, I'm gonna say this first. So, the one craziest thing we saw at the game was there was this black dude with a cowboy hat and overalls and Tim's on with nothing else on. Cowboy hat, overalls, Tim's.
South Jersey product.
Just wait.
That's gangster.
Wait. No, it's not. It's no. Bro, there was no other clothes involved.
And he's just walking around.
Cowboy boots.
No. Cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
Tim's. And overalls.
That's gangster, bro.
No shirt. And he's just walking around the stadium.
He probably that nigga
didn't
got
sit
the
down not once. Me and my sister
just
just watching him.
He do the shit every weekend, man.
And then the nastiest thing I saw two things that was nasty. So the first thing I saw was this guy walked past this couple, saw their beer sitting in the
and drank that shit
on the bleach. Yes, just picked it up and drank it, put it down, kept walking.
I did worse.
And then the lady was like, "Do you know him?" She was like, "Nah." Took it and then drank out of it.
COVID?
I did worse,
bro.
COVID.
And then the second, bro. And then the second nasty thing I saw was when the game was over. I went into the bathroom. I saw this white dude go into the stall. He did what I wasn't with him in there. I don't know what he did, but I made an assumption. I made an inference. I assessed the situation. So the nigga walks out. I see him walk out. He goes to the hand dryer. He goes straight to the hand dryer. Dries his hands and walks out. So I just know this nigga pissed on his hand while he was in there and didn't wash his hands and just went to go dry his hands on.
The first thing
that's so tough.
How do you piss on your hands though, bro?
He's probably drunk.
You ever
probably drunk, bro.
You never seen Two Guns? You never seen the movie Two Guns? Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. Or it was like
I'm like, yo, this is the first. I'm like, yo, this is the first and last Rutgers game I'm coming to.
Hold on, nigga, that's light, bro.
But listen. I said all that to say, I will be back at the Rutgers game on Saturday night to witness it again.
Maybe I might go. I might go because my birthday is Friday. Now I like trying to do football shit around my birthday. I might end up in there. Try to give me a little 21-year-old.
But they did win. They did win that game.
Oh, why you making that face, bro? That's 21. Yeah. This leads me to a good question. What's the nastiest thing y'all ever seen in person?
Send a person?
Seen
in person.
Oh, seen in person?
I done seen a girl like the lights on, was nobody home. Me and Sajada. Shout out to Sajada Mitchell, man. That's my dog.
I seen somebody take a shit behind the church.
A shit by the church?
Yeah.
I seen.
Wipe their ass with some leaves.
Nature.
Damn.
Some wild diarrhea.
Two hobos fight? Fuck.
I seen that on Crackheads Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's
Singing in person is just.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
At least you ain't smell it.
Shit. The nastiest shit I seen in person.
Nasty shit I seen in person.
I seen. I think I seen somebody take a shit in a dumpster.
Inside?
Yeah, inside the dumpster.
Like them niggas would sit on the edge of the dumpster with their hands on the dumpster with their ass in the dumpster. And when it was done, they just
no.
Nigga jumped in the dumpster.
The nigga was in the dumpster, bro.
That's tough,
bro. Right, but what he did,
he had to take a shit. Niggas wasn't like I know the nigga. Like I know who did it. Like he's not like just a random nigga. Like I know him. Like
he wasn't fiending like that either.
Nah, he just had to take his shit, and the nigga was doing some shit. Like bro, they had like a new dumpster by like one of the schools and shit.
The new dumpster is tough.
Yeah, so like it wasn't really no trash in it.
Yeah, he was the first one to shit.
Dump in the dumpster is crazy.
Yeah, bro was in there. We see, bro, I've been there, so you know niggas young, like niggas jumped up. We see bro in there squatting like this, like. But bro was just taking the shit. We like, hey yo, you crazy as hell,
Hey,
bro.
smoking back here taking the shit.
All right, so when he jumped in the dumpster, did he get like? So you know how niggas used to do wall sits?
Yeah.
Did he do it like
Nah,
that?
nah.
That's how he should have did it.
Put your back against the wall in the
yeah.
dumpster and shit. And
But that backsplash off the drop might hit your feet.
Bro, was it a sliding door dumpster or it was open at the top?
It was open at the top.
That's crazy.
You had to jump in there.
No, that's
shit, bro.
It was empty?
Yeah, it was kind of like, it wasn't like fully empty, but it was like brand new. Like it was like I think people threw trash in there. It was like that. Like
that's sludge, bro.
Yeah, that was like the
Bro,
nastiest
dumpsters
shit I ever
don't
seen,
get cleaned out.
Ever.
Bro, at all.
Yeah, he went full throttle. That's crazy.
I seen a fiend take a shit on the sidewalk like 3 days ago.
In New York?
Yeah, I was going to a comedy club in New York, and I watched the fiend like go from cross the street to crossing the street, and then pull their pants down and like squat, and like I hate when I see fiends doing bullshit. So I'm with this girl, and then she's like, "What you doing?" I turned around, I was like, "Yo, what the fuck you doing? Yo, why you doing that? Yo, get up, yo, why you doing that?" And at first they just peeing. I'm like, "Yo, why you doing that? Get your ass up!" Like. And they started taking the shit, but she had shorts on, so it started sliding. She had gray shorts on, it was sliding down the gray shorts and shit. Yeah. And a leg and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, nah, the nastiest shit I seen was like.
So that's literally. Oh no, I also seen a nigga get the doodle squeezed out of him by like he got bear hugged, cause he wasn't in military school. Nigga was trying to force him to bang a set. And niggas wasn't trying to clean the set. So he was like, all right, you say you want to clean the set, but you don't want to fight nobody, nigga. Every time you go to the bathroom, nigga, I'm not letting you go to the bathroom. Because nigga was claiming like, I'm trying to bang the set, Niggas
I think you told part of the story before.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and the nigga squeezed the shit out of him. Squeezed the doo-doo out that man.
Bro, that's crazy.
And I know because that nigga was my roommate.
He squeezed his butt or like?
Nah, he bear hugged him and then picked him up and squeezed him. All right, bro. This nigga, man. But yeah.
It's the comment.
Yeah, the comment. You see the comment?
Nah,
read the comment.
What? Oh my. Right. Yo. See, this is why social media is bad for your health. Cause you start doing bullshit.
Nah, the nastiest shit I ever seen was when the shorties were sucking cucumbers in the clubs and sharing them. That was probably
the video?
Just them type of videos in general. Like nah. The nastiest shit I ever seen was 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Fuck out of here. Nastiest shit I ever seen in my life. Literally.
Oh, you was there? You was a production assistant, nigga? You was on set?
Nah, nigga, I was in 8th grade and that shit was going around the school.
8th? I thought it was 7th grade.
It was 7th, 8th grade.
I think it's 7th grade.
Nah, it was 8th grade.
It was 8th grade.
Was it?
It was 8th grade. If you was 2012, it was 8th grade.
Yeah, I'm sure we all the same.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was 8th grade. I remember that.
Just seeing, because like what was crazy about the whole time of 2 Girls, 1 Cup is like, if you hadn't seen it,
it started off sexy.
That was wild. But if you hadn't seen
it, it was the girls. They was kissing each other.
It was a regular.
Yeah, like it didn't start off sexy.
Nah, but I'm saying it was 2 girls naked kissing each other for like a good 7-8 seconds. You like,
yeah,
oh,
I'm about to say that shit did not last long.
That's what I'm saying.
Started getting wild,
and then they started going crazy.
But if you hadn't seen it and somebody else saw it, it was like, oh, you never seen that?
Yeah, we had computer lab, nigga.
Oh, I'm about to show you right now.
Niggas right on them proxy sites looking for that shit. Like, yo, hurry up, the teacher going. Then everybody crowding them around,
looking over, and then it's just like, oh my god, like, bro, that shit went so.
What's nastier? 2 Girls, 1 Cup, or Blue Waffle?
Blue Waffle.
I've never looked at Blue Waffle.
Don't do it.
I've never.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Because 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yo.
And then I heard about Blue Waffle. I said, bro, I'm never looking at that shit.
Niggas showed me that shit, like, showed me what it was. Like, on some, it was like, yo, here. And I was like, oh my god. Like,
wait, y'all seen the? All right, and as soon as I say this, we gonna move to a different topic. But y'all seen the video of the maggots that was coming out that girl vagina?
New topic, please.
What's on the topic list, bro?
Yeah, so you know how Zig always talking about, yo, like, there's some niggas who really aren't going back to jail. Like, yo, niggas, like, yo, when you, it's some
bro,
niggas
maggots coming out of a vagina.
No, we're not doing this. So I seen a video this week And main man was getting pulled over by the cops. And he was in the convertible. And he was on live.
Just like this shit.
Yo.
I just like that video. I just like that video, cuz.
Nigga looked back, was like,
I thought he was gonna die.
yo, he was like,
I thought they was gonna kill him.
I literally just like that
yo,
video.
what y'all niggas pulling me over for?
You got a warrant.
He was like, yo, nah, man. Drop that shit in the drive. It slid. So now he driving down residential streets, and I'm like, yo, this not. I've seen the video. I seen how much time it was. I was like, this shit not going to end good. Especially because it said like he folded.
He didn't have a seatbelt on either.
At all. And the weight, like
he could have flew out that
he
motherfucker.
could have really like it really could have went left. But really, the cops was wild for you didn't like for chasing him. But like,
Not really, that's their job, bro.
chill. Free that black man.
He had a warrant.
Yeah. But
It's
like
real whitish right now, bro.
I said, free that black man.
Yeah, and I said he had a warrant.
That was real nigga.
Very, very white of
I
me.
thought you said I did. Yeah, you missed her today.
That was originally my name.
Mr. Jean-Pierre.
No.
We spelling it out. MISTER. Jean-Pierre.
That's really how my name was spelled my whole life, bro.
What, Mister?
Yeah.
You
Swear to
just,
God.
That's how I spelled it.
And then I just changed my shit.
excuse me, Mister.
Because people used to be corny and say shit like that. Like, cuz, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
I thought that nigga was gonna die for real, bro.
Bro, when he hit
bro,
that turn.
But when I see he didn't have a seatbelt, I'm like, bro, if he hit a tree or anything,
Nigga was in a
he's
Mustang,
dead.
bro.
I didn't know what kind of car it was.
Yeah, he was in a Mustang because somebody put like a different video on the thread, not of the actual crash or whatever, but like, he's in one of them dusty ass Mustangs. That's why this shit happened. And the nigga was like in the intersection trying to do donuts. The nigga hit the curb, hit a gate, like just talking about Mustangs in general, like.
Bro, son, when he crashed, that nigga seen, he was like,
He dumb though, cause like when the cops ran up on him and shit, they had their guns drawn and everything. They was like, yo, put your hands up.
That's why I said I thought he was finna die.
Yeah, like the nigga tried to end the live or something like that. Like he kept
shit.
trying to touch the phone real quick.
yo, he was reaching for shit. I'm like,
bro, they about to kill him.
But what was really, really corny about it though, and I think a lot of situations happen like this, and I don't know what bro had a warrant for, so I don't necessarily know why they would have said this. As soon as he took off and they got to him, I'm gonna assume you have a gun. Put your hands up. It's like, come on, bro. Like, what is your probable cause for that? Like, and I guess with him running away and it being that, like, again, we don't know the situation, so it's kind of up for speculation here, but like, they knew bro whole name and everything.
Ugh.
It was like, yo, such and such, you have a warrant out. Like, I'm gonna assume.
Oh, so they probably know his record. He probably had a firearm charge in that bitch, and they was like, all right, if we came to pull you over, and you skating off like this in a residential street, and you know he chasing you, and you know that we know that you got a warrant, and we know, and you know that we know that you be on some whatever shit, yeah, then we gonna assume you got a gun.
Y'all ever seen the movie The Next 3 Days? No. So it's a movie. It's not Liam Neeson. It's one of them white guys that like. You know, all right, so I'm not even going to get into who it is because that's not important. So the plot of the movie is like this man's wife essentially gets locked up for like it basically looked like she like killed her friend or some shit. She didn't, but she's in jail for the shit. So like literally it's her husband breaks her out of jail. But like the way he has to map it out is he has to map the shit out so perfect. Because of like how like the time in which it takes to get away from police.
My bitch staying in jail.
Like
That's crazy. I signed an affidavit and say I did it.
I feel you. So I'm not that guy. I ain't built for jail.
She gotta go off value, bro. My girl got a higher trade value than me.
I feel you. Your book should be good.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
But like at the end of the day, it shows you just how like getting away, like they in the movie they could shut down the city of, I think it was like Pittsburgh or whatever, in like 12 minutes. Like he had it mapped out. Like he had to get out. It had to be this time. If they weren't at this spot by this time, they would get caught. If they weren't at this spot by this time, they would get caught. If they made it to here, they was good. If they could not make it to here, they're fucked. And it's just so crazy to me how people really think they're gonna outrun the police. Like, I know they're Ford Explorers, my nigga, but they're the Ford Explorers that niggas would love to have. Like, it might as well. It's a race car, damn near. and you trying to outrun these niggas in a regular ass like.
Now they got Hellcats.
They got a lot of shit.
Bro, in Dubai they got the Lambos.
Yeah, Dubai different, bro.
I would never go there. Like I don't understand what. Like I've seen too many stories of people, and it's probably a beautiful place, but too many stories of people.
You can't really do too many things there,
bro. At all, shit is illegal. This is that and the third. Like you got to be Muslim for the week. Like all that. Like I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Muslim for the week.
You have not you have to, but you got to respect their laws. Like I've seen tweets or whatever where it's like, oh, I don't feel as though I should have to wear a hijab. It's like, all right, don't do that. Go outside, don't wear your hijab, and just get back to your hotel one time. See how that go. You're going to jail, like to jail.
They take that
and
shit
they don't care
serious.
that you're American. They don't care about none of that. Like you can't go to other people's countries and make up your own laws. But like police being able to like niggas gotta stop out trying to do high speed chases. We not kids. This not Need for Speed. Like you're not getting away. Everything's computerized right now, bro. Like you can drive like next to a cop and then the car got a camera on the side. And if it'll pick up your license plate off you making a right. At what point do you think, after that point, like everybody in the station got your fucking ID and everything. They got the direction that you're going in. Niggas can deploy a chopper in like 20 minutes. Like, where are you going? What are you doing? I felt bad for bro. Cause clearly he didn't know. Clearly he didn't have no knowledge.
I think that when you prepare to do anything that involve the police, you gotta, if you know you ain't about to follow the law, you gotta be ready to die. Cause niggas will kill you.
That's an interesting way to.
Niggas will kill you. I'm like, if I ain't ready to die, I'm giving it up. Nigga pull me over, all right. Cool. If I ain't ready to die, now you got it. What you trying to do, Mr. Police Officer, man? If I'm like, damn, these niggas is after me, I'm finna hit the dash on these niggas. I gotta call my daughter when I'm on the road. Like, hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You might never see me again. You might see me tomorrow though, or you might see me on the news, my nigga. But I feel like you gotta be ready to die. If you
did y'all see the video of the high speed chase in Cali and they was on the phone with Bull?
His cousin.
And he was like, "Yo, you supposed to get off right here."
Yeah, nigga, why you going to the airport, nigga? That's dumb as hell.
Yeah, I seen the when was that? I never saw that.
The LA one?
Yeah.
It happened like a few days ago or something like that.
It's a high speed chase over there, and they watching the shit on the TV and directing, bro. Like, and I thought that was a little interesting.
They was on the phone with him, like
while he's chasing.
Like,
So
they were like in like a 3-lane highway, and then they got the little exit, the left side exit lane, and go to the airport or some shit.
Yeah.
And he hopped out like the middle lane or some shit, right? And went all the way to the left lane. And he's like, nah, nigga, why the fuck you going to the airport, nigga? Get out that lane. They was like, get off on such and such or whatever. Like,
he got caught.
They was like, get off on Manchester or some shit like that.
He got caught.
So ready? You think
I don't know. It wasn't a long video.
You think that would make them accomplices?
Yeah.
So now you an accessory to a high speed chase from your crib because you want to put it online like a dickhead.
I don't think they're gonna go that far though.
They could though.
They can, but I don't think they would.
That shit crazy, bro. I mean, but you got to think about it. Like, if something happened, you was directing them. You telling them where to go. Like, they wouldn't necessarily be able to know that was happening unless you know what I'm saying, you put that on the internet. Yeah, Halloween what's today? Oh shit! Happy Halloween!
Today Halloween.
Happy Halloween, you motherfuckers! What's the craziest not crazy? What is I would say, what's the best costume you've seen so far?
I just like 2 minutes ago seen Lil Nas X as Ice Spice.
That's the best one to you?
What?
That's funny as hell.
No,
That's his best one.
No, not the best. It was a little strange, but
My best one probably
it was
Diddy's
wild.
Joker.
Yo, you seen he's about to fight?
Diddy's Joker was tough.
He was about to fight. What's that? The nigga from Power, 2-Bit. He was about to fight 2-Bit in public.
Oh, somebody was
It's a video of this?
Somebody was the Rose.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's hilarious.
That's tough. Honestly, I don't pay attention to nobody Halloween costume because I really don't give a fuck.
My girl made some lists. Like, she was Megan Thee Stallion.
I see.
She sent that shit
She
to me.
made a list.
Yeah.
That's tough.
What, she made like a top Halloween costume list type shit?
Some shit, bro. Mega had retweeted that shit.
Word? That's tough. She got plugged the pie under the post.
I'm about to say, tell us to the pot.
Nah, I don't like it because her Instagram in this picture, bro. Niggas better not even follow her because I'll fight to the death.
Bro, sometimes you gotta take that out, man.
The craziest costume, not the other craziest, but the best costume I seen was
She
like,
let her get her status up.
it was a nigga walking around Asbury Park dressed as dead Queen Elizabeth.
Ooh, that's tough.
Wait, and the next to him was like, it was like a Prince Charles puppet and like all this other shit. And like she had like bro had the tombstone and was walking a fake dog.
Oh my God, what?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And was like taking pictures with people and all that. She's like, I came back from the dead because Charles is doing a bad job. Like
That's tough.
I think my favorite thing about just society in general is when people lean into the joke.
Yeah.
Like if it's funny, it's funny. And I think people have an issue sometimes being the butt of the joke. Like this whole like bullying society. Shout out to them people that got my Twitter suspended. I'm on my way back.
Wait, your Twitter suspended?
No. The original Twitter that I had.
The past 6 or 7 don't count.
Yeah, nah.
I forgot that was like a thing for you.
It's only one account that's been very good, by the way.
Yes, you have.
That time is over though.
Everything funny is happening to you.
Nah, I'm chilling. We gotta protect the brand. But at the end of the day, like people have an issue being the butt of a joke. Everything is bullying. Everything is somebody's offended. Somebody's butthurt. It's not PC. It's not this. And like,
Nah, but those always be the people that be joking on everybody, and then when you throw a joke at them, they feel some type of way.
it's the niggas. It's the you know who they was in school, but you can't beat me though. It was them niggas. Them the niggas who couldn't take a joke. It's like I don't joke, I fight. Oh, okay, bro.
Like, all right,
You're cool, bro.
So I mean, Lenny might be getting his shit there too.
Everybody's getting their Twitter back.
Oh, Lenny shit suspended too?
I'm still on my.
I'm still on my.
Wait, wow, what he do?
I'm still on my first Twitter.
What he do?
I will get the fuck.
I don't remember. I think he's.
I think you guys suspended for saying nigga though.
Yeah, it was
Nigga or
it was
nigga?
something.
No, nigga.
It was something mad.
Because
petty, bro.
at one point, my the second Twitter account that I made after probably Sierra got suspended was for saying nigga.
I thought it was Sierra properly.
Oh yeah, that was after that one I did for saying nigga, but it was X.
Oh yeah, that don't exist no more. Yeah. I forgot about that,
bro. I have mad suspended accounts.
Yeah, not me.
I'm still on my first account.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
on my first
problematic.
too.
But if my Twitter ever gets suspended, I'm not coming back.
If my job was to go through my Twitter, I wouldn't have a job.
I'll make another one, but my shit just won't be the same. I already know. I ain't that dedicated to Twitter no more, bro.
That's what was crazy. Like time and time and time again, like it just kept. Every time I had to make a new one, it was like, damn, I forgot about this nigga. Forgot about this nigga. Forgot about this.
I got Erica Badu following me too. I don't want to have to go through that again. Like and I got Roxy Runners following me. So yeah,
that's valid. Why?
She's amazing,
bro. Just book her, bro.
It's a mid pack.
I think Roxy Runners is super mid, bro. OD. I mean, she could fuck. I just think she look like me.
I mean, that's fair. Shout out to
I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'll tell you. You'll hear it on the playback. Damn, so now you can't even spank it to Roxy Reynolds no more
because you'll be spanking his dick.
Nah, bro. Go to the next fucking topic, bro.
So I'm looking on here, and I think this is I don't know who put this on there.
Oh shoot!
But it's more, one of the questions that we have is, why do we? This is kind of gonna get into like the mental health or like the.
Oh yeah, so we gonna go from Roxy Reynolds like Zig to mental health.
Yeah, it's great. You know
nice,
what I'm saying? Because clearly we're disturbed. So like at some point in life we all reach a point where we probably, we're in a position to succeed and we self-sabotage. And why do you think as men, like what is it that when we get to that point where we're clearly, not that we have the world at our feet, but what it is that you're supposed to do, and we almost like run from destiny or go the opposite way. Like, what do you think that, like, have you ever been to that point? What do y'all think that's about?
I've personally been there before. Like, self-sabotaging is like something that I do because it's like, I don't know, like I be scared of certain, like the pressure of certain shit. Like, I'm just being transparent or whatever. I just used the last example that I did do was like a few years back when I did have a piece of writing in the Huffington Post. I was supposed to go down to Memphis and speak in front of like a few thousand people or something, like have a speech.
You just never went,
and I didn't go. Like on purpose, because it's like, bro, I don't like speaking in front of people like that for real. So it's like, wow. So you feel me?
You
like,
had it booked and everything. They was paying for you to come out there. You just never.
It wasn't like paying for me to come out there. It was just like a part of a, like, bro, you wrote a beautiful piece of article. Yeah, like, so like you should come down here and speak to these people because like you speak in a way like that everybody would love. And it was like it was one of the anniversaries for Martin Luther King passing. So that's why I was in Memphis and everything. And it was like a fight on like the poverty and just everything, like dealing with like the airport wages and shit like that. So they wanted to use me so I could like speak, and like the guy who was like looking over me from my union that I was working for and everything, like he was calling my phone, and then I just like kept dubbing him because it's like, bro, like your flight is at 6 o'clock, right? Like you gonna make it there, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I got you. And then I didn't answer his phone call for like 3 days straight.
To this day.
I ain't talked to him for like 3 days straight. Then he like, yo, what happened? It's like, bro, like I ain't really want to do it. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's like other people, you know, we all reach a point in our life where we can look around, and it's like we don't see what other people see with us. You know, like we don't see how other people look at us. Life is about perspective. We live first person. We don't live third person.
Yeah.
And so there's somebody that knows each and every one of us that looks at us and be like, if I could do what he could do, or if I was in this situation, or if I was that, they look at it and be like, I will be doing this. Naturally, it's able to be able to look at somebody, not to assume that we sitting here and
that's easy to say when you can't do it.
But you don't. But you 100% correct.
That's why you should never wish for nothing that nobody got because you know how they got it.
Right. You're not supposed to covet. You're not supposed to covet what other people got because it's not. What's for you will always be for you. Yeah. But like, there comes a time where we as men, just kind of like how you said, it's like, yo, I'm right here and I could easily probably just like go crazy, but I'm not gonna do it. And do you think it's because we take for granted that we're gonna have them opportunities all the time because we're men?
Yep. No, I was just about to say it's two things. Like one is comfortability. Like people really don't like being out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And then another thing is people love to say, "Well, I got time. Like I'm young, I got time.
Yeah.
I'm young, I got time." But then
Niggas be
you
45.
keep saying that. You keep saying that years and years and years, and then you run out of time.
I don't even think people think that they got time that much. I mean, people use that sometimes. I think people, like when you never been introduced to yourself, if something like give you an opportunity to be better than what you are, sometimes you don't know how to handle it. Like you could fuck around, meet a girl, she's super fire in many ways, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, all that cool shit, and like y'all dating and you like her and you attracted to her and the whole thing, and then she, like, you like, okay, well, she's a high value woman, so I'm like required to treat her like one because that's just, you treat people, well, first of all, you gotta teach people how to treat you, but you're gonna treat people how they teach you how to treat them. And then you're like, all right, cool, well, this is a woman, I can't kind of date her, I can't fake date her, I can't date her and date 1,000 other chicks. I gotta like, she the type of woman who ain't even gonna let me forward like that. So I'm gonna be for real, I'm gonna be serious. And then it's wonderful, and then you start getting to it. Then you, for whatever reason, you might question why she fuck with you, or I mean, everybody not like that. Like that's more. I mean, kind of like that might be like an insecurity type thing a little bit to some people. But then you get to a point where you kind of generally, well, you could not feel as if you amount to like if George Popovich walked in here and was like, "Yo, I seen you playing basketball," to all of us. It was like, yo, I seen you playing basketball and you tough as fuck. I want you to come join the Spurs right now. I cut motherfucking Zach Collins so you could be my 12th guy right now.
Greg Popovich.
Would you quit everything and hop on a plane and go play for the Spurs? No, because you don't think you're good enough. Yeah. But he looked at you and said, yo, you good enough. Like that girl who chose you said, yo, you good enough. that job that gave you that job that you thought she was unqualified for, them niggas say, yo, you good enough.
No, but I always tell people, like, it's easy to get something. It's hard to keep it.
But because most people ain't never won shit. Most people ain't never really, like, had shit.
Like,
Well, that's for you. Because you ain't never won nothing.
Yeah. That's Deion, right?
like,
yeah, Mike Jordan. Yeah, Mike Deion said that too.
getting women is the easy part. Like, keeping them is the hard part. Because you could say what you got to say in order to get her, but then after a while, you're not going to want to keep doing all of the stuff you did to get it because that's really not you. And that's why people need to start being themselves and just like having people around that accept who they are.
I mean, most people don't know who they are, and
that's true.
And also, they like
people think they got to put on. People think they got to put on this front. Like,
well, even
if you're not that type of nigga to sweet talk, and you're not about to do that shit your whole relationship, then don't
even.
do it at the start,
I mean,
bro.
I think even bigger than that, like sweet talking is cool and shit, but it don't that's not gonna really get you a woman for real. For real, it's about certain actions. But most people who self-sabotage don't think that they worthy of the good shit that will come to them from living like a better way. So
why you say that?
Because some people some people go through a situation and it's been a situation that they never been through or they never seen, but it's so good, and then they start like almost kind of searching for conflict because they kind of confused by the fact that things are going well, or they might feel like the pressure of doing that thing is too much because they don't know if they're good enough to achieve that goal. Like they don't believe in themselves enough to be able to sustain a certain level of quality so that they can, like, you look at a whole bunch of married people, or like, I mean, I'm gonna say married men because we talking about men. Look at a whole bunch of married men, got beautiful women. We know that, all right, if I do right by this woman, I could, we'll live a wonderful life and I have very little to worry about. I mean, there's always gonna be struggles in a relationship, but niggas still choose to cheat. I mean, we all got self-deficiencies and shit, and everybody doesn't cheat, but niggas got self-deficiencies and all type of things, so you might go out and see a girl you don't know shit about, and in your mind, if I fuck this girl, I'm not even gonna feel no better. Why you know that? Because you did it already. Like you done lived that life before. We all met a chick, like fucked her, whatever, and be like, all right, or had sex with her, slept with her, and be like, all right, I know this is gonna make me feel better, but I just feel like doing it because maybe you want a mental escape, maybe you want to whatever, maybe you tired of having the pressure of being a good guy all the fucking time. When you think, man, there still might be a little whatever, and then it leads you to just doing shit that's down a rabbit hole. You're like, damn, dude, does this even make me feel good? Am I just doing this because I feel like it's what I'm supposed to do? And I think niggas self-sabotage because we get caught up in like the idea of things. Like all these people who be like, yeah, I'm not really monogamous. A lot of motherfuckers be saying they're not monogamous because they ain't never really put their all into somebody.
Like I read like a quote like not too long ago about like people who self-sabotage. It's like you lose like a sense of like control of your future. So therefore like you taking away the choice of like something like that you don't know what's gonna happen. Like so like I read that quote like before we even like said we was gonna discuss this on a pod or anything. Like I had read that.
You gonna say, Reg?
I was gonna say like in terms of I was gonna piggyback off of what Rashawn said in terms of like comfortability, because that is actually something that I had to deal with in terms of whether it's relationships, talking to women, or even coaching. Like as you guys know, I'm a football coach and stuff like that. Our season just ended. Unfortunately, we finished 4-4 and didn't make the playoffs. But that's crazy.
Sick.
But actually, the crazy thing is, even if we would have went undefeated, we still would have been fighting for the last seed. Strength of schedule. So when I started out coaching, it was like mid-July or something like that. I made the call because the guy I was working with over the summer was just like, yo, like, did you want to get into coaching? I was like, yeah, of course. I was just like, he was like, all right, well, I got a couple coaches from around this area. Like, I got their numbers and stuff like that. I was just like, you got Orange? He was like, actually, yeah, because they need coaches and stuff like that. So he gave me the head coach's number, and then I gave him a call Monday morning before I went into work, and he was just like, oh, yeah, just come out today because we have a
a 7-on-7 with Irvington High, and they got 1-on-1 drills with the offensive line and the defensive line. Now, keep in mind, Irvington High is coming off of a championship season. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
anxiety, niggas like you probably started feeling like, and you probably started feeling anxiety and shit.
Bro,
like damn, should I even like? Well, it's it,
bro. The minute I got off the phone with Red, shout out Coach Red, the head coach for Orange High, he was like, "Yo, just come out to the field. Like I've heard about you and stuff like that." Because one of the coaches that coaches there, I played with. So he was like, come to the field, stuff like that. I was like, all right, cool. The entire day, I'm thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Like, I was just like, should I even go? Like, they talking about they having a 7-on-7. Maybe I'm interrupting things. He's like, let me just go home. Like, I'm going to just, once I leave here, I'm going home, and I'm going to just wait until the next day. So, I'm driving, right? Now, where I was working at, if I make a left, I'm headed into Orange. If I go right...
You going to the football field?
Nah, I'm going home.
Oh yeah, my bad, yeah.
So I get to that intersection. There's a traffic light right there. It's on red, and I can't turn on red. So the minute that light turned green, I popped that left to go into orange. So I ended up going to the field.
Yeah.
So I get to the field, and my heart is like pounding in my chest right now. So I'm talking to the coach. He's just like talking how I'm talking to you.
He us.
Like just a regular, like just a regular cat. He was like, yeah, go over there with the offensive line. They're doing their one-on-ones right now. Like, just go over there, just be yourself.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Went over there, introduced myself. Then they get into the one-on-ones and stuff like that. And I'm helping them with the
little
drill.
by little, you coaching them up and shit like that.
Yeah, like I'm helping them with the drill and everything like that. Now, keep in mind, at this time, Orange High does not have a line coach, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, they have a running backs coach telling the offensive line what to do. Mm-hmm. So I stepped in and helped them.
They're not doing fundamentals. They're not doing ND.
Anything, bro.
Fills, you know what I'm saying? All that other shit.
Anything. So I'm stepping in, telling them what to do and stuff like that. And they was giving Irvington work.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy. Like, they treated me like I was a part of the team.
Crazy work.
Like, I was a part of the coaching staff. Like, do you know what it was so crazy because their offensive line, the average height for their offensive line is 6'3". The average height for our defensive line is about 5'10". What bull rushing guys that are 5'10" on a 6'3" offensive line and winning? Mm-hmm. Like putting them on there, like that took a lot of pride for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt really good after like just seeing that.
But then you showed yourself, oh shit, I could do it.
Exactly.
But that goes back to honestly the bigger picture of how many motherfuckers have we actually seen in our personal lives be great. If you ain't see people in your personal life be great, you're not even gonna have it. You're not even gonna have a connection that you can like that you could be great. So I'd be like, damn, all right, cool. Like you know what I mean? Nigga, I'd be jealous. I'm like, yeah, like women and blah blah and all this other shit. Because in my head, I'm like, yo, I don't feel like I'm gonna ever really get married or be faithful to a woman forever, or I don't expect a woman to be faithful to me. But nobody ever told me that though. That I almost spoke that into existence because I see how shit work with the homies, with people who I looked up to, with family, and then I'm like, oh yeah, well I know for a fact. So I almost bought into my own self-fulfilling prophecy of not being able to like sustain an actual real relationship. So I remember there was one time my little brother, I went to his basketball game, and they getting their ass whooped for the first half, like, and they had no coach, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, these things don't got no coach. They was like 25. Halftime, I ran over there, I was like, man, I'm about to coach y'all niggas, bro, because ain't nobody here, and y'all getting y'all ass whooped, and my little brother on the team, I can't watch my king get beat up like this. Niggas came back from 25 down, forced the game to OT. We ended up losing the OT, but them little kids, like, it was nobody to guide them to make them feel like they could actually win that game.
And sometimes that's all people need.
For young men, to help them. Yeah. For men, that matters. And it's not even so much for somebody it's for somebody to give a fuck enough to be like, yo, you mean something. And don't, like, you mean something and don't forget that shit. Yeah. Like, when you step out on to do whatever it is you're going to do, have pride in it because you're putting your name on something. Like, I will not attach my name to anything that does not mean something to me. Like, it's you can see all these, whether it be others. I'm not knocking how nobody gets their money. I'm not nothing. But you'll never catch me all day, every day selling styrofoam plates on Instagram because that's not me. Yeah. To me, that's not. I feel like my quality and what I should be doing is a certain level, and I'm not gonna do that. I won't sacrifice what I view as quality from myself and from my name for the sake of $1. I'll never do that. And I think having somebody telling you that you're worth something and instilling in you shoes like, yo, you can be the great just because you're you.
Yeah, just because you're you.
Just because you exist. Like I will say, like my biological mother instilled that in me to the point where like so I didn't grow up with both my parents in the same house. So like at one point I went to live with my dad, and my dad, I don't remember what the fuck happened. But my dad was like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I looked him right in his face. I was like, I'm Tyler Glover.
Bitch, I'm him.
I'm Tyler Glover. And he was like, that doesn't mean anything to anybody. And as a young man, he was trying to teach me something. It was very like demeaning in the way he said it. Because it's like, as I got older, I understood what he meant. It's like, yo, that don't mean nothing to nobody right now. He's like, yo, you think you can cook better than me right now, but like, do people pay you to do it? He said, people pay me X amount of dollars to do this. So until you can make money at it in this world, it doesn't mean nothing. And I took that, and that's the reason that drove me for years, bro. From restaurant to this to that. Like my dad will kind of lightheartedly play it off, like, oh yeah, he makes it like he's banging with steaks. Like, I'm banging with everything. Yeah. Like don't get it like we are not the same no more. But at the same time, if he didn't say that to me, like, yo, just because you think that doesn't mean that everybody like you got to put some work behind that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just show up and just because you think you're going to be like, nah. Yeah. But take pride in, it's okay to take pride in who you are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of like, in a lot of situations, people don't have somebody to remind them that like, yo, being who you are matters.
It's enough.
It is enough.
Being who you are is enough.
Believing in yourself and like exactly what you're saying. Like you coming in to coach them kids, they down 25, push it to OT. Reg going in and hopping in with the O-line kids going against state champions, but they giving these niggas work because somebody gave a fuck enough to push them and say, yo, you can be great. To believe in like people, and it's like, yo, you ever been with somebody that don't believe in you? You ever been with a woman that don't believe with you? That like at some point don't? I have.
Honestly, I can't say I have, but I feel like everybody different. So I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I was talking to one of my homegirls, and she dating this dude who like he folded. And I mean, I'm a nigga, I done folded before, but like he folding blatantly. And it's supposed to be somebody who like she like care about and who really care about her. And I done been a nigga who really folded on some shit that I really cared about. So I understand both perspectives, but she starts doing like a lot of extra shit, like checking his location, pulling up on his crib, like calling his family. And I'm like, yo, you doing all this for a nigga who broke up with you. For a nigga who broke up with you, when you the one who supposed to understand your worth in the sense of knowing, okay, I deserve more. And over and over and over and over and over, this person showed me like that they don't value me. So I'm like, yo, you going out your ass to do all this other shit to almost like prove to yourself.
Yeah, I was just about to say
that. Yeah. I was like, because she started asking me simple things like, yo, like, is he fucking other bitches? Is he, blah, blah, but I'm like, it shouldn't even matter at this point, because, like, she's like, oh, like, dude, like, well, he said he want to be with me, but he not showing me he want to be with me. He doing this. I'm like,
the fact that you even saying that, I was just talking to this girl that I know, and, like, she kind of in a long-distance relationship with her nigga right now, and she like, yeah, he been acting funny lately, this and that. I ain't talked to him like 3-4 days now. It's like, and this has been like a reoccurring thing now, like in the past 2-3 weeks now, since I started my new job.
It's clip.
I'm like, all right, so like, why are you asking me for advice, bro? Like, you should know what to do. She like, nah, I just want him to say what it is. No, why are you leaving the ball in his court for him to, like,
exactly.
I'm like, this is your life that you.
This nigga showed you who he was. Act on that.
Yeah, like, you don't need to sit around. Like, you know the answer already. Look, you don't need me to tell you, because even if I tell you, you're not going to do what I tell you to do. Right. Do what you know is right.
I don't think that's always the case though. Like, I feel like most things could be like resolved like with a conversation. But to me, it's like, if you're not willing to have the conversation, then that's when I gotta act on.
Well, some people don't.
She said that he wasn't like.
Oh yeah, then it's clear.
That's all I was telling her.
But it's like, but if you're looking at yourself saying like, he's doing this, and this is what I think he's doing, and like you gotta bring that up to them. Like that's just how I feel.
mean, honestly, when somebody show you who they are, you gotta
believe.
You gotta believe. So
but
people show up different based on the circumstances.
You have to figure out like why people do the things that they. I'm not talking about cheating. Fuck cheating. Like cheating's out the window. But you gotta.
Cheating's never out the window.
But I'm talking about
you talking about real life. You talking about
you gotta.
We're not specifically talking about.
You have to ask people like why they do the things that they do, because I know me and my girl.
That helps you gain perspective.
I've only known my girl for 3 years. I'm 25. I lived 22 years before I even met her.
For sure.
So like some of the things that she say to me, or some of the things that she do, or some of the things that I see when we outside, like I react to, and she thinks that it's because of her, but it's not because of her. It's because it just reminds me of something that happened to me 7 years ago, and like now I'm sitting there thinking about it. You feel me?
It's funny that you said that, because I was telling my lady that like I'm willing to work with you on anything that I do wrong that you don't like, because it's like, bro, like I'm 28 and I've been dealing with women how I want to deal with them, instead of like valuing them. Not saying that I don't respect them. I literally said this to her yesterday. I was like, I value you so much. It's like I'm willing to like change like something that I've been doing when I know it's wrong, and that I ain't had no consequences with it like prior to you. Right. So now that like I'm with you, like I'm willing to change that because I'm with you. Like,
because I know me, like I don't like me specifically. Like I don't like being talked to a certain way because I don't react to it.
You don't take it well.
Like and I think it's all the garbage. So like so sometimes when she say stuff to me, I'll be like, yo, don't talk to me like that. But to her, that's just like that's how she talk. Yeah. But I'll be like, yo, don't talk to me like that, because so we sat down and have a conversation. I'm like, this is why I don't like when you say this and how you say this. But then I gotta realize like that's how she talk. Like I gotta like that's how she talk when I'm not feeling a way about it and it's cool, we joke around. But then other times when she say it and I'm in my feelings about something and then I hear it while I'm feeling some type of way, that's when I have a problem.
So the real question is, it's not it. All right, so it's about acknowledging what you do and the fact that you do certain things.
Yeah.
But
to me, you gotta know why you feel a way about something.
The real question is why. Shit. That's the real question.
You have to know why. Because if somebody asks you why, you can't sit there and say, I don't know. Because if they're asking you why,
they're trying to
understand you.
And you can't act a certain way, tell somebody they have to accept it, but you can't explain to them why it's something they have to accept.
That's why, and that leads to the next question, that's why everybody needs therapy.
And I'm a firm believer in, like, I believe that in giving, like, when I'm in a relationship, I believe in giving my best self. So when I show up in this relationship, I want to be in a relationship a specific type of way. And I really saw this past weekend, and I can't believe I took this long to do this. Big shout out to Lenny and Chelsea on getting married. Love you guys. But in seeing their relationship, that really encompasses love, right? And I genuinely believe, and this comes from knowing how long this man has wanted to marry her. And understand, like, he mapped out a plan for me, and he executed the plan step by step by step by step, because that's how important that was.
I ain't gonna lie, I know Cuz just got married, but he had to do me a fantasy like this, man. Fuck you, Lenny. Yeah, continue.
But step by step by step by step, he took it, and it was like, because this is what that meant to him. I want to feel that, but the steps that he was taking was so that when he finally decided that this was what he was going to do, he was presenting the best version of himself, the best financial version, the best mental health version, the best lover probably he could be, the best if he's going to be a partner, the best partner if they want to have kids and be a father. He presented himself in such a way that,
and he doing that without fear,
without fear, and he didn't miss a beat. No matter what, he didn't stray from the path. He didn't go another way. He never once self-sabotaged at all. And this is me from being closer and watching.
It's a lot of things
what he did.
It's a lot of things that go into that a lot of people not ready for. People get into relationships and they don't be ready for, and they don't be ready for that shit, bro.
Bro, you have to admit to the fact that like you got to admit to yourself first. Is like, is this something that I want? that I'm ready for? Right now, mentally, can I handle caring about somebody else's wants or needs at the same way or more than I do myself? Because that's what that takes. It takes that level of sacrifice, that level of...
It takes a lot, bro.
Putting yourself on the back burner to the level of removing yourself from the problem. Removing your feelings and putting them to the side to just hear what your partner has to say, and to really truly feel empathy for them, to really, really empathize with them so that you can understand that and it not be a shot at you. That's the biggest point. That's my problem. Just because you made me feel that way,
facts.
Like, to me, intention means more than action. Intention behind action is very important. Like, it's like cracking a joke on somebody. It's like, were you trying to embarrass this person? Yeah. Or were we just cracking jokes? Yeah. You can tell when somebody's trying to embarrass you. And if you can't, you don't know that person enough for y'all to be playing that way, so it is what it is. Word. But it's like, when you know somebody's intentions and you can receive it as pure, it's very easy to hear what it is what happened, what you did to them or what they did to you, and to know that it's like, okay, I know you didn't mean that. So I don't feel the anger or the pain that I'm like, yes, this bothered me, and yes, I'm going to get by this, but like, I know in my heart that you didn't mean to hurt me. See, that means a whole lot more than whatever the fuck happened to you.
That's a level of thinking that some people don't ever get to, though, because they take everything so like at face value. Yeah, so much at face value. Like, they be like, oh, this nigga told me something I ain't like, so we got to squabble, or we got to do this, or you can't agree to disagree, or yeah, my girl tripping because I did this, but she know I'm like that, so like, why she mad because I did that? And it's like, yo, because sometimes people just react a certain way to certain situations. You can't always expect everybody to react the way you want them to react, but you have to be able to have a conversation about how that shit made you feel. Like, you gotta understand, some can hurt your feelings. Like, some can hurt your feelings, and it's okay that it hurts your feelings. It's about how you reacted to it. Like, you could tell me something, like, y'all niggas could gel off me, and I'd be like, damn, that joke you made really hurt my feelings. But I ain't gonna get mad at you, because I have to acknowledge first that it hurt my feelings, and I have to realize why it hurt my feelings, and then I express the fact that it did hurt my feelings. Yeah, that's what people don't do. But that don't change that don't mean you was trying to hurt my feelings.
Like, did I know? Like, if I say that joke and it hurt you, did I have prior knowledge that that's something that you were struggling with? Yeah. Like, did I hurt? And it's like, do you have? It's like, yo, that was like, yo, this one time when fucking Alex and Francois, we was in 8th grade, and like, I didn't know cuz mom died. So everybody in the class cracking mom jokes, and I let a mom joke go off on him, and everybody was like, whoa. And it was like, bro wanted to fight me in school. I'm like, I'm not fighting you, bro. And I'm like, what's bro problem? He's like, bro, his mom's dead. And I'm like, well, clearly I didn't know that because I'm new to the school. So like, why are niggas treating it like I intended to hurt this person? It's like, he's crying and really wanted to fight me. If I see Ellison today, it's all love. Like, niggas squash that shit in high school. But at the end of the day, in that moment, we were at the age, we were in 8th grade, so niggas was 13. The part of the brain where empathy and all that shit come from, it's not that. Niggas are just letting that shit off. And if I knew better, I would have done better.
And that's an even bigger conversation.
Another thing I don't do. I know you was a kid, but like, I don't joke with niggas I don't really know like that.
I mean, niggas so like, I grew up a fat kid, so niggas like hiking on me, so you had to get it.
I'm just saying like as of right now, like, it'd be different. So like, me and Mr. B on the game all the time. We call each other bitch. So like,
but if another nigga hop in the party, call you bitch.
Yeah, if you walk in the room, be like, "What's up, bitch?" I'll be like, "What up, bitch?" Like, that's just how it is. But if another nigga like that's not charged just walk in like, "What up, bitch?" I'm like,
I'm gonna look at that nigga
bitch.
Like niggas, everybody in here about to raise up. Like, oh, it's not that.
We not. Yeah, that's not what that is. Like,
you gotta earn that game.
Not that.
You gotta earn that, bitch.
I think something that people don't understand. Like, everybody really is doing everything to fit in. Like, people say
you gotta know your role and your place in people's lives. Like, you gotta know.
Well. So people talk about shit like peer pressure or like the culture or whatever the case is, and niggas like, damn, like, why am I doing certain things? It's like, because the culture told you that you was supposed to do that thing, and you just want everybody just wants to be accepted. Yeah. So like, you ever go to school and like you did some dumb shit and got in trouble, and realized like, damn, like that one, like what I did wasn't even like that wasn't even me, like for real. That one, I just did some shit because nigga the homie was doing it, or because this person was doing it, or because I saw this person doing it. I felt like they was gonna laugh, and if they laugh, they gonna fuck with me more, and we gonna be able to be cool because he cool, and I don't feel like I'm that cool, or like I gotta gel off this person, or do this certain type of thing, or whatever, and I gotta do something outside of myself, but I don't know what's outside of myself because everybody just want to be accepted because a lot of people don't feel that shit at home.
That's like the niggas who grew up in high school and were one person, and they go to college and they completely different.
Well, that was me, bro.
But like to the point where like if people at home saw you, like they not say they become somebody different in the sense where it's like they grow into somebody different, but it's like
they choose to be somebody.
You go and you go be who you think people wanted you to be. So like I ran into something. I'm gonna tell you who it is off air because I'm not about to disrespect homie because it's never that. But when I was in externship, I ended up going up to the CIA, and when I went up to the CIA is the Culinary Institute of America for anybody who don't know.
Oh, I'm about to say like.
So I went up there and I met somebody we went to school with, and mind you, my friend Lauren was telling me all like, yo, so and so, yo, like, yo, do you know this person? And when I tell you, it's gonna be like, yo, like is this, is that? And I'm like, that's hilarious. But when I went up to the school, it was not love when niggas seen me. It was like niggas real life had came and found them.
Yeah.
And it was like to me, I was happy to see bro.
Yeah.
But it was not that. On the other end, and then bro kind of hit me with a jab and was like, "Oh, why you not here?" Because Culinary Institute of America, if you don't know, it's like going to Harvard for cooking. Yeah. So it's as good as it could possibly be. But it's like it costs a certain amount of money, and if you don't got that money, you don't. And if you're not getting the grants for it, like it's not affordable at all. You're talking about 40, 50 grand a year. Like it's not that. So,
damn, bro, to bake some steak.
You almost got me. You almost baited me into.
No, I really respect what y'all do because I be in the crib bullshitting meals, bro. I ain't gonna lie, and I understand why y'all charge the way y'all charge. Because I'm like, bro, like,
I can turn a sausage into a powder,
bro. I'm not getting no rosemary and thyme, bro. I'm not doing that.
So you gonna sniff meat?
All right, I've literally turned. I can pull up a picture of my phone. Where I turned chorizo into cocaine.
Shit, nigga, you should have gave me.
I'll be saying
that's episode name.
The shit on TikTok where they be like
chorizo to cocaine.
Yeah.
I be saying like shit on TikTok and they be like, "Yo, chef, can you turn my McDonald's gourmet?" And I be like, "Yo, what the fuck did he turn?" Yo, that's why I'm like, yeah. I've always
carried away.
Yeah, but
with what they be doing now.
I've always respected the culinary arts, but like seeing shit like that, it's different, bro.
I appreciate that, but like seeing it, but like getting back to where we was at, with homie just seeing it with it being that way, it was like, damn, bro, like you can't even appreciate the fact that somebody in life, like I'm happy to see, bro.
Yeah,
you and like the person that you're like cool with, like mind you, like from what I understand. Like he was trying to like get to Shorty and Shorty wasn't with that.
Yeah.
And then like it was like, yo, this my peoples. And it was like immediately in seeing me, you know that she knows who you really are.
Yeah.
Because she asked me, I'm like, oh, this so and so. I'm like, and you talking about come here.
Wait, he got mad.
Damn.
But he got mad that you explained to the girl, like, cause
she asked me about bro. But bro was at school at culinary school acting like a basketball star.
Oh, so he took it as like dirty macking.
Whether he did or not, because like all this is like you asked me, it's like I told you what I know. You're not my man's or nothing, and I didn't speak down on bro. It was just like when you're telling me that this is the nigga that is like the star basketball star, and like he's doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, that's not who I know man's to be.
Oh yeah, that's different.
And like different. It's just like when you gotta be confident enough in yourself and who you are.
Yeah, that's why I just said like because when you said that before, I was like, that's me. That's not me. I thought you meant something different.
Nah,
I thought because in high school, like I was pretty well known. Like everybody knew me type shit because I was like captain of the football team, whatever. But then I got to college, bro. I was nobody, bro. But I was cool with that. Cause like when you go 4 years, people know who you are. People just walking up and talking to you. When you're really not a nigga that talk like that, and And then you get to college, you're like, nobody know me, bro. This is tough. Like,
that's like when I went to culinary school, it was a situation where it was like, all right, like I'm exactly where I want to be, doing exactly what I love, and I never really thought I would be here. So like, I'm gonna be me. And it's not to say like early on,
the easiest person to be, bro. Take it from me, bro. It's the easiest person to be is yourself, bro.
But like growing up as a kid in the suburbs, right? And then so like you're not rich, you don't got a bunch of money, y'all live in an apartment complex. So it's not like we balling out. When I go to school, I fit in because of athletics, or I fit in because I'm smart. So it's like, all right, but then I moved to, like, I would just call it the hood. I moved to the hood. And immediately it's a culture shock, because now it's like, who do I be? You know, I run into situations where people's like, you know, why do you talk this way? Or, you know, like some people say, like, the way I speak, some people call it a customer service voice. But like, this is just the way I speak. So then I'm coming from a standpoint of like, well, this is proper English. So now I'm speaking down to people who don't talk like me.
You can't say that.
Right. You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
Deion Sanders with that reporter. I don't know if y'all saw that video.
Yeah.
So it's, but I didn't know that, because to me, at the end of the day, it's like, but you having it, you look at me and see black, but you don't accept me for who I am because of where I come from
and where I came from.
So now it's like I went through a space where I'm trying to be. So now it's like I went from being an A student to trying to be the class clown, because I'm looking at like, oh, well, this is what people like.
So we all just chasing acceptance. We all just want to feel good.
This is what like it's like, and I'm used to being that kid that everybody's talk to this and the third, and I'm not that here. I don't fit in here. So it probably wasn't until around my sophomore year of high school where I just like stopped giving a fuck about what other people wanted.
I don't want to be cool. I just want to be me.
Yeah, not even so much. I mean, but you're right though.
Yeah.
It was like, yo, like, and not for nothing. It's like I started smoking weed. Like when niggas weren't smoking weed in high school, and everybody was like, and everyone was still calling people druggers. Like, I smoked weed. It was like, oh, you're a pothead. I was like, okay, bro. Like, that's your thing. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I quit the football team to be the president of the dance club, to be the assistant coach of the step team in high school. You know how many jokes
we got found shaking a fucking onesie. That's what we got.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna know
covered.
you niggas in 2 years. I don't give a fuck what you got to say.
But it's like, do you know how many jokes niggas was like I'm talking about the head football coach, God rest his soul, would openly crack jokes about me to niggas who are my friends at the field house. As a grown man. So like, and just think about, and now it's like, I got other niggas who are following, like coaches in the hallway just scoffing at me and all of that. And I used to look at them niggas and laugh in their face. Cause I'm like, bro, like, to me, this is a life skill. Like, I'm learning management. I'm learning this. I'm learning that. At the end of the day,
they don't care about that, my nigga. They care about winning games, bro.
Yeah,
they don't care about kids, bro.
But I was never gonna. I didn't play football growing up. I didn't understand the game till I got older. I was never gonna be a varsity player. And one day that hit me. Like, you know what day that hit me? The day Doug Carter walked onto the fucking freshman to the day to field. Like, and it was just like, bro, he was like, this the quarterback for the future. You're not finna be that. And I'm just like, he was straight up with me.
All right.
I'm not. He was like, but we can still find a play. No.
Well, that's way better than just like having you stick around and practice.
But that's what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to stick around and be a part of the team. He's like, yo, you could do this, you can do that. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm good.
No, some people are willing to do that. Like,
yeah, nah, I'm good. Because one thing I'm not doing.
Some people love it.
Because because a lot of motherfuckers ain't never been a part of shit.
It's not always a bad thing.
No, but I ain't saying it was bad. I'm saying a lot of people ain't never been a part of shit, so they just want to be a part of a team and they want to feel accepted. So they'll be willing to be on a team knowing that they're not gonna play, not gonna get no burn, but they'll do everything to help anybody, and that's fine.
Once a person realizes that, bro, it be later in the season too. So it's like you just gotta accept it.
Yeah,
like, you already put in the work, and you never know what's gonna happen. So like,
yeah, I mean, but there's some people who realistic in their mind, like they got that little hope of, okay, I might be an integral part of this team, and then there's other people who realize like, all right, I'm probably not gonna be that important to what's going on, but are comfortable enough with themselves or not comfortable enough with themselves to either leave or to say, nah, but you know what though? I ain't never really been around a bunch of motherfuckers who care about me, bro, and who whatever. So they want to be a part of the team. I'm gonna keep it 100
because I could have quit my senior year when we went to the state championship because I was a starting left tackle in the beginning of the season. Then I got hurt, and then there's like once I got
Drafting this nigga on Thanksgiving.
Once I got healthy again and shit. Well, kind of healthy. I wasn't really healthy. Yeah. They was on some shit like, nah, we're just gonna run with him because the nigga who was playing, he was playing the season before, and that was their second year like coaching. Yeah. So and I was ineligible the year before. You feel me? So it's like we just gonna run with him. You did have a good camp and everything. You was starting, but you got hurt. You wasn't here. Mind you, I had got the pink eye and then I got hurt. So it's like, yeah, like
you seeing butt from young.
Yeah, like my shit was bad from the get go. So that happened. I could have quit easily because when I was 18, bro, 17, 18, I was on some shit like, man, fuck this shit. Like, yeah. But I was on some shit like, nah, like this is my last year. Feel me? We got something special here. I don't know what's gonna happen. You feel me? Mind you, like I was like the second string defensive tackle. The nigga who was in front of me was a stud. Like, but you gotta accept certain shit, bro.
Some people gotta accept certain shit, bro. Some people do that. That's why I don't really got a problem with it. Like, cause some people just love stuff, like honestly, like more than they love like their feelings about it. You feel me? Like we had this nigga Reggie, know his name Jinsey. He was never an athlete ever. Like, and like junior year of high school, he just like, yo, I'm gonna just go out there and play football just cause I love football. Like, I know I'm not an athlete. I know I probably never start in the varsity game. I know I'll never play in the varsity game. But like, I love football enough that I just want to put on pads and just like, and I'm cool with just like practicing every day and doing all that.
And knowing
like, hopefully one day I get in the game. But like, I know I'm not better than Marlon, Bree, George, Sean. I know I'm not better than them niggas, and I'm not finna play. But like, this is just what I like doing. Like, I just want to suit up and be out there.
And the crazy thing is about Jinsey, shout out Jinsey, by the way.
Shout out my boy.
First of all, when we were in high school, he was one of those cats that like he was cool with all of us and stuff like that. But like it's like you said, once you get out of high school, you start realizing like who people are and stuff like that. My boy is in Omega Psi Phi.
Yeah.
He's a cute dog, right? But even going back to high school. Going back to high school, right? Even though he felt like he was never going to touch the field, he started kickoff team and was one of the hardest hitting niggas I have ever seen on a kickoff team. He was always the first one hitting somebody on that front line.
He was comfortable within his skin.
Yeah, like he was really like one of those people. Like, I know I'm not finna play offense or defense, but like I know I'm gonna get on the field if I get on this fucking kickoff team and I run down and I hit somebody.
Now think about that. Going back to the overall conversation of people being invested and having enough mental stability to be themselves. Most motherfuckers at that age haven't like confidence. Enough confidence wasn't instilled in them for them to be able to know that they're not as good as the next man.
They're not self-aware.
And for them to be okay with that. I remember when Sajada got injured senior year, like I wasn't starting corner because I was doing my thing in receiver. And then he got injured. His groin got fucked up. And then niggas was like, all right, because they didn't really want to play me two ways like that. And then I ended up going two ways and then pause. And then I ended up going make a Snapple Bowl first team all county both sides like corner and receiver. And that whole year, Jada knew he started the year before, and he knew like, all right, cool, like not that bro took my spot, but like I got injured and he came in and they realized like, you know what I'm saying, like he tough. Every practice, every week, before practice, after practice, nigga, Saturdays we chilling, after a loss we chilling. He was there every step of the way, still being an integral part of the team, still being that dude. And we like, because he was confident enough in himself, grew up with both his parents, where, you know what I'm saying, his dad, shout out to Black, who everybody know Black.
Facts.
Like, his dad is one of the most renowned fathers in our whole, like, of our generation. Like, for us. So it's like, damn, like, all right, you have somebody who told you, like, all right, cool, like, this is how you're supposed to raise yourself, this how, not saying he's perfect, because ain't nobody perfect, but he had enough of a stability from a man who showed him and told him, yo, you great enough to be great, even if it's not at what you think it might be or whatever. And most people don't really got enough of that.
You great off the fact that you my son.
Yeah.
And that means something.
Yeah.
You know, like, and it's not to say that like
a lot of people got too much pride for that though.
What you mean?
Like what he was just talking about, like
but some of that pride comes from nowhere.
Huh?
Some of that pride comes from nowhere.
Some of that pride comes from not having shit.
But that's what I'm saying. It comes from nowhere.
Sure, yeah. Because I know when I was in school, like how you said, like like you kind of gave the nigga your spot or whatever. Like not really, but like I literally gave somebody my spot in high school. Like literally, like
was like
slot receiver. Like senior year of high school, we had this. We used to play with this kid in Pop One. He was dumb nice. His name Wesley. Shout out Wesley. He was dumb nice, but when he got to high school, like he never had the grades to play, so he just never even tried. Like even and then at the point where like even if he did have the grades, he was just like, all y'all. It was senior year, so like he was like, all y'all been here for like 3 years. Y'all gonna play over me. So it was one day I walked up to him in the cafeteria. I'm like, bro, like, come play receiver for us. Like we got, and this is like mid season. Like you can still add people on your team mid season, but like after a certain week you can't. So I'm like, bro, just come out and play receiver. Like
Niggas, you was not letting that shit fly. You had to be that nigga if you was gonna do that. They was that shit for Elizabeth.
Yeah, you had to be that.
Yeah, but nah, you had to really be that guy.
But I told him like,
I remember his school not as big as our school.
So I'm like, bro, come play receiver. I'm like, bro, come play receiver. Like you're really tough. Like bro could jump high, run fast. I'm like, bro, come play receiver in corner. And then he like, nah. Every day I just walked up to him like, bro, like just like joking but serious at the same time. But I said it's like so many times that he went out there one day, and I'm like, hey coach, just Wesley. He came out to play receiver and all that, but he just came to just watch practice and shit. But I'm like, yo coach, like that nigga over there, like he came out here to play receiver and corner. So like one day, like niggas got him on the team, suited up. By the end of the season, like we was fucking playing. We got to like the last 2 weeks of the season. I'm like, we would be in the game. He didn't really know the playbook, so he really couldn't play. So like I'll work with him after practice, and then like once we got to practice, he was on scout team. Like he'd be at practice routing me up and shit, like doing what I know he could do. Like so like towards the end of the season, like the last 2 weeks, I'll be at receiver. I'll be like, hey Wesley, go in for me. He'll go in. I'll sub him out.
Jordan gets used to
Wesley,
that too.
go in for me. Go in, sub him out. Get used to playing some varsity 2 weeks in a row. We get to the playoff game. I'm like, Wes, like, go ahead. Like, start offense. Go ahead. Bro scored 2 touchdowns in the playoff game, bro. Bro, he was tough, bro. Bro, he was tough, bro.
Bro, sometimes, but it's like, but guess what? You showed him exactly what we're talking about. You took the time. It's like, bro, you are somebody.
Bro, you are better. You are better than me, and you could do a way better job than I do. And I only enjoy playing defense anyway, so I could just focus on this. And you could go out there, run routes, and catch
do what
passes,
you're supposed to do.
And it don't really.
How many people actually take the time to?
That's what I'm saying. Pride, like people,
to teach them.
Ain't nobody taking my spot. That's what I'm saying. Like,
how
many
people take the time to actually like put time into like somebody else, like from a young standpoint to grow them, like grow them, like for sure. Like, so my little brother was a little kid. I said, yo, you gonna be him. You gonna be better than me, bigger than me, faster than me. Your grades gonna be better than mine. All that. And as he got older, he didn't understand. And now, nigga, freshman, D1 track, paying $3,000 a semester. Less than that to go to school, about to get a scholarship next year, nigga. Mechanical engineering, 4.0 GPA, fucking did all this type of shit. Ran a faster time than me in high school in certain things. Other things, no. But then I'm just like, yo, like, bro, you him. I told you, my nigga. I told you it was him. He was like, yo, it's crazy because now I realize it, but I didn't know I realized it. But you told me so much that I moved like that and whatever. So I was like, damn, like that's how you.
Like, somebody has to tell you, like it was. And it's like not growing up like with my pops or whatever in the house, like as a younger person, my mom's instilled that in me. If it's one thing my mom always told me, she was like, bro, just because of who you are, whoever your name is, whatever, your name means something. Like when Marlo said that shit in The Wire,
my name is my name.
My name is my name. Yeah. Like, yo, that means something to me. Like I named my first son.
That's the one thing that Chris never told him about, bro. Like out of anything through that whole series. He never told him, like...
Remember Chris? I think it was wild.
Yeah, he never told him, like Omar was, like, speaking on his name. Like, that's the one thing he never told him, because, like, that mean everything to him. It's like the pussy... He's like, the faggot said my name.
Nigga said, my name in the street?
Yeah.
You out here got my name in the street? It's like, bro, that means something.
Bleep that out.
Yeah, bleep that out, bro.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, we was quoting the show, though. It's not that we called...
Yeah, I ain't calling nobody that, bro. I
don't think trigger warning or something like that. Like we not speaking on them folks like that. It's just like
trigger warning.
But at the end of the day, it was like, yo, like my name is in the street. Like if it's anything, and that's why like at the end of the show, like if you haven't seen The Wire, don't give a fuck. It's mad old. Go watch it. Go watch the last episode.
I watched that shit all the
At
time,
the,
bro.
at the end of the shit, nigga in that meeting, he getting all his money, he done everything that what you call it, wish he could have done. Damn, why his name?
Avon?
Nah, not Avon.
Stringer?
Yes, everything he did everything Stringer wanted to do, but at the end of the day, he left that party, went back to his corner, and robbed niggas.
I got a question.
Just cause I'm still that.
I got a random question for niggas because I got a slide. So, what's the lowest amount of money that you have to take to never see any of your football team or basketball team win another championship?
In my life?
Yeah,
the lowest?
in your lifetime.
I lived through 28-3.
No, just answer the question, bro. What's the lowest amount of money it would take for you to never see any of your teams win a championship? What's the lowest amount of money?
100 million.
100 million?
To never win
Right, you're never getting satisfaction watching sports again, bro.
from any team.
Any of your favorite teams.
Well, I'm not getting satisfaction watching sports again, or I just know that they're not a championship.
Listen to me.
No,
from your favorite team, not winning a
Giants,
championship.
every team you
So
have.
you know
Yeah, I
every
get it,
season that they go
Like,
into,
I know.
they're never going to win a
No matter how
Super
good
Bowl.
we are, how much? Then give me 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah,
I'll take 100 bands is fine.
I can tell you,
I change my life with that.
change my life. I'll be sick. I'll be sick, but
That's not enough for me, bro.
That's not enough for me either.
But you know why though?
Bro, I spent all my life I've never seen any of my teams win
I don't give a
anything.
fuck.
This is why.
Red seen his football team win the Super Bowl. He seen Ohio State win. He's saying who else you saying? I know. Yeah, I haven't seen none of that, bro.
and when I woke up that next day, I was broker than I was the day when them niggas won.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, bro, I lost my fucking mind.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
What's
Like
up,
I'm a real fan. So you feel me? I still I love my teams, but if I could change my life, I'm choosing to change my life over watching my team.
Nah,
win.
you give me like 400,000. I think that's should be enough.
To me, is
if you give me 50, if you give me 50,000, I'm thinking about it.
you feel me?
I'm not taking that, bro.
Not $50.
No, I said 50,000.
I could make 50.
My answer would change.
In one clip though, in a minute, I can make 50 grand off a handshake.
Bro, I can make 50,000, bro.
Off a handshake.
Yeah, technically.
I think my answer would
It
change.
ain't gonna be legal, but I could make 50,000.
I think my answer would change if I had a team that ever won. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that won.
And that's what go ahead.
Nigga, I'm a Knicks fan.
I grew up a Lakers and a Yankee fan, so I'm not gonna hold you.
If teams never won, bro.
Yeah, if my teams the ones to see it's hard because I feel like the Falcons were so close, but it's as the older I get, I understand why some people say, "Oh, I just follow the sport," and as I always shout bro out and I always quote bro, but fandom. What Sam D says, fandom is a mental illness, and it's a joke.
It's almost a foregone conclusion that your team is going to lose.
Bro, I wish I could,
and they're not going to win the championship.
I wish I could just follow sports and enjoy it, bro. I can't.
I
can't even enjoy football without looking at my fantasy team every.
Fantasy.
I can personally I'd be like, you know what? I don't give a fuck because I love the game.
Fantasy, I don't give a fuck about fantasy.
I'm playing Malik right now.
Losing.
I'm playing Malik right now. And if Joe Mixon gets 6 more points, I lose. And this whole time, I just been sitting here keeping up with what Joe Mixon's doing.
Yeah, but I gotta slide, bro. I love y'all niggas and all, but press the bomb for me or something. But I gotta
boom.
And that's why I always say, that's why I spent so long not playing fantasy football, and that's why I don't do that FanDuel shit, because I cannot enjoy sports if my money is on the line, bro.
Yes, you can.
Rashawn Miles, bro. I cannot.
Hello, fellas.
I guess.
I cannot, bro.
At the end of the day, to me, it's of course, everybody got their
bro,
fantasy.
I gotta get on FanDuel and be like,
no, you don't. I tell niggas, do not sit there and watch your fucking bets all day. The game is not going to change.
But listen, I gotta sit on FanDuel.
Why?
But listen to what I'm saying, bro.
Just listen, Z.
I gotta sit on FanDuel. I'll go through every other team, right? And I'll be like, the Falcons play such and such today. Do I put my money on them losing, hoping they win? Or do I pick
where the money's smart at?
Or do I pick if I know we finna lose the game, Falcons play the Chiefs tomorrow, right? It's plus whatever for the Falcons.
Why you betting on your own team? Don't do that. Don't bet on your own team.
What he about to say?
So it's plus whatever for the Falcons, right? My fan bias is like, we can win that game. But my football knowledge
bet
is
on your
like,
own team.
my football
That's the first
knowledge is
rule.
like, we are definitely losing that game. So I sit there and I just go back and forth like, damn. Either way, I lose because if I pick the Chiefs and my parlay hits, I win the money. But I'm mad because my team
Don't
lost.
bet on your own team.
That is the rules.
Don't bet on your own team.
That's the rules.
Don't bet on your own team unless you think they're gonna win for real.
But what he's saying is like
I'm
just the
Calvin
fact
Ridley,
of
bro. Calvin Ridley.
just the fact. He said I'm Calvin Ridley.
Calvin Ridley sometimes, bro.
Hi, I'm Calvin Ridley. But it's that shit froze in.
Slush.
Nice slush.
Walkie slush.
Shout out if you ate.
But like what he's saying is just like he can't. What the sport has become. This is again.
No, I agree. Because I be seeing niggas like they be like, oh bro, who scored? Oh, who's good? Nah, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Just watch the game.
Where I really kind of like, and this won't say that like my fandom has died, right? But when Kobe died, like R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, you know what I'm saying? When Kobe died, not even so much when he died, when he retired, I didn't really love the Lakers as much no more. And so like I'm having to like learn the history of the Lakers and like learn like the Showtime thing and like all these documentaries and really like it's like, okay, if this is something I feel like I like, and this is the same thing that happened when Mike Vick went to jail.
Bro,
So
I didn't realize how much I didn't like football until he went to jail.
Bro, I didn't know. Ready? I picked the Falcons because one summer I spent the summer in Georgia and we played 2004. Not spent the summer. I spent 2 weeks in Georgia in the summer, and like niggas played Madden. Niggas was creating players. Niggas was doing all that extra shit. And it was 2004, and Mike Vick was that nigga.
And then he went to jail. I'm like, and then I'm watching the Falcons play with him not playing quarterback, and I'm like, damn, do I really
give a fuck about
do
this?
I really love this team? Like,
bro, and so you know who didn't let me change? My dad. So my dad literally said to me, he's like, bro, you've been a Broncos fan, you've been a Rams fan. For the longest time, you was a Rams fan. Then you was a Broncos fan. You ain't never, my dad's Steelers fan. So mind you, I could have, like my younger brother, Ray Edwards Jr., is a Steelers fan. He could very much so have chosen his own team. He didn't. To me, I looked at it as a rivalry thing. Like, yo, I don't want to pick that team just because you picked it. Like, I'd rather pick somebody that play against you. Like, I ain't going to pick the Ravens or nothing like that because I didn't understand divisions. But, like, to me, just because, like, at a very young age, it was like, just because you did it, like, I'm not doing that. Like, just because you did it, like, I got to like it. So, like, as an adult, my dad knows I'm not a follower. But as a young father, that shit is probably like, bro, my son don't want to be like me in no shape, way, shape, or form, like, even down to, like, football. But he would not let me change my team when Vic, like, went to jail. He was like, so what you gonna do? He was like, so what you gonna do? Because your boy not there. I was like, I don't know.
My dad used to ask me the same question. He's like, so you gonna like the Falcons now? I'm like, I was like, I don't know. He was like, when Vic got out of jail, he go to another team. You gonna like that team? I was like, I don't know. But then I really realized, like, I like the Falcons, like, cause I like the season after he went to jail, like, I was really watching them because they was ass.
Terrible.
Who's the quarterback? Chris Redman. Oh my fucking goodness!
It was Joey Harrington and Byron Leftwich, my nigga.
Redman was after this.
It was after that, yeah.
That shows you how long I didn't watch.
Yeah, so I was watching Joey Harrington and Byron Leftwich stink up the joint and just hoping like the nigga Algie Crumpler saved us. Yo,
Algie Crumpler was tough,
but hoping Algie Crumpler saved your team is max.
Yeah,
so I really
looking at Brian Finneran like, yo, you got us.
I really realized that I really love the Falcons when I seen them lose like their 8th game in a row, and I cried.
Like, bro, we keep losing.
I'm like, yo, we keep losing. That's when I realized, like, I really love this team. Like,
you know the crazy.
And I would watch other teams, and it just like, it just didn't hit the same. Like,
you want to know what's crazy? Our father tried to raise us to be Cowboys fans.
What a bad person.
And
no, I'm joking.
he tried to raise us to be Cowboys fans.
Terrible person.
And then
he raised y'all fucked up.
And then Rashawn saw how much he liked Michael Vick and was just like, that's my guy. Now, me personally, I literally watched Donovan McNabb dice up the Cowboys defense, and they won like 50-something to 7, and I said, that's my team.
Donovan McNabb, one of the biggest fools in the history of football, by the way.
Donovan McNabb is a fucking alcoholic that caused the Eagles Super Bowl 39. It was not the Patriots cheating. It was Donovan fucking McNabb. And Terrell Owens was right.
Facts. Yeah,
I'm glad you said Terrell and not Terrell.
Facts.
That's his name.
But like my pops wouldn't let me change. He was like, yo, you gonna be a man. He's like, yo, if one thing you're not gonna be is a nigga that jumps sides when shit get bad. He's like, he's like, yo, if this who you like and this who you say you like, you support them, like, and you just gotta ride with them. It ain't gonna be bad all the time, but you can't. He's like, yo, you never gonna be respected as no football fan or as a man if every time your team lose, you go to a different team. And I was like, all right, so I gotta be a Falcons fan. But what happened? Niggas like, but my dad embraced the fact, even though I didn't like his team, he embraced it. So like, my dad's big on buying jerseys. Like, he probably has every classic, whether they real or fake or not, Steeler. He has all of them. Got, like from Lambert to a Juju to a AB to a Roethlisberger. He has all of them. He's a diehard Steeler fan. So what he do when niggas drafted Matt Ryan, he bought me a Matt Ryan jersey. And it was like, all right, cool. Like, it's like niggas embrace the fact that it's like, I'm not picking this. But he also was like, you didn't switch up. He's like, you didn't change. And he's like, I respect that more than your bum ass team. Like, that's kind of how he was with it. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. Like, me and you friends, me and Zig friends. Like, we ain't always gonna agree. It ain't always gonna be perfect. Like, we do a good job or not. We don't beef or nothing like that. But everything not always gonna be perfect. But do that mean that, like, because it's not perfect right now, I'm not your man's? Nah. But it's like, you don't. But through that situation, I learned that. So it's like, it was very, when we was talking about sports and never see, like, when Kobe retired, watching like, I understood for the first time what people meant when it was like, it was hard for like me to watch basketball when Michael Jordan retired. Because like, I realized at that point, it was like, yo, did I love the Lakers, or was it like very easy to be a Laker fan because Kobe never left?
Yeah, a lot of people love the name on the back of the jersey. Like, and I don't knock people for that.
I don't get, and it's like, yo, I can support a player. Like, you can support that. So, and I'm in my older age, like I said, I'm coming to the real point of realization that like, I get why people say, yo, I'm a fan of the game and I got players to support, because like, I fuck with Pat Mahomes' game, right? So it's like, if niggas were to ask me at one point, like for a very long time, my favorite player was Julio Jones.
Yes.
But and I was like, I wasn't wrong and I wasn't biased. Like, the nigga was the best receiver in the game. And then he left my team.
That shit got different, bro.
You got real different.
It's conspiracy theory, but a lot of niggas leave the Falcons and become ass. Anyway, but at the end of the day, like, he wasn't my favorite player anymore. And it was like, I'd rather watch Pat Mahomes play a whole game than watch that nigga play a quarter for the Bucks.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
I don't even have a play. I do have a play.
How you were just talking about Michael Jordan in terms of like after he retired, after he left basketball, you like flipped sides with the basketball. Do you think a lot of people are going to end up that way when LeBron James retires?
No, and let me tell you why. Like, as far as like watching basketball, it might be different for them, but you also got to think like, my fandom was rooted in a player. So like, at this point in my life, like, I can appreciate the history of the Lakers, what they did for basketball, who they are, like what it means to be a Laker fan so much that like, I want to learn more about the team. Like, there's people who probably know more about my team than I am, because I'm not anybody's basketball historian by any stretch of the imagination. So, you know, I didn't know all the stuff about Magic Johnson, and I didn't know all these different things. So like, for me in my older age, I'm becoming more of not historian, but an understanding of like the team that I support. So like, it was the same thing, but I went through that kind of with Mike Vick, where it's like, all right, cool, but I never lost like for a lot of people, Kobe was a hero. Like, as far as like Kobe Bryant was the closest thing to like a hero that I probably had as far as like sports and all that other shit was concerned. So when he stopped playing, it was like, bro, I really only watch this shit. Like, I don't love basketball. I think it's a dope sport, but I don't love that shit.
I never loved basketball.
That was me when Ezekiel Elliott was playing for Ohio State. because his run when we won the national championship in 2015, and then he had another year at Ohio State, which we unfortunately we didn't make the college football playoff. That was what really took me over the. We won the national championship with a third string quarterback because JT Barrett broke his leg and Braxton Miller, I think, was injured.
Shout out to Kobe.
The best thing that happened to JT Barrett's ass, I would have never won with him.
I agree.
Which is crazy.
Because Cardell Jones, he was a pocket guy, and we didn't make him run. We actually made him throw the ball because that was his strength.
I was telling Reggie that shit. Like every game, like JT Barrett ass.
But even then, our strength was running the football with Ezekiel Elliott. And the fact that he ran over 150 yards on Nick Saban's defense before NIL deals is insane.
I was surprised that game seeing Zeke just torch Bama like that. Like never seen nothing like that.
Bro,
never seen nothing like that.
But I was talking cash shit. The nigga said Jada that he talking about Bama fan. Cash.
We beat them by like what 20, 21 points, 24 points.
Smoked they boots. We the inaugural champions, nigga. This
And the crazy thing is, everybody in the media said that Alabama was going to win comfortably.
Yeah,
they said they were going to win comfortably.
They all had to eat their sneakers.
And then they smoked Mariota in the championship game.
Yep.
Well, he was. You know what I'm saying. I would say we see who he is, but we can't really say that right now. It's my quarterback.
I don't like him, bro.
Yeah, nah.
You don't like Hawaii?
Bro, I think this is like the first time in like my Atlanta Falcons fandom where I don't like my quarterback.
Even when you had Chris Redmond?
I mean, Chris Redmond never really started. Like he got there like we signed him like the year we drafted Matt Ryan. Like I said, we had Byron Leftwich and Joey Harrington. But like it's not like I didn't like those two. Like we knew the team was bad. So like they did what they could. Like we won 4 games that season. You don't win 4 games with a good team and a bad quarterback. You win 4 games with a bad team.
The Eagles.
So like I loved Mike Vick, love Mike Vick. Love Matt Ryan from his first pass because his first pass was a touchdown pass.
So as soon as he threw that shot, I'm like, oh, we got him.
Bro, love Matt Ryan for 14 years. And it's like, now it's like, I look at my team and I be like, bro, like, I understand. Like, I never understand how people look at their team and not like the quarterback, but I know how that feels now.
Can we talk about that for a minute, by the way?
What, not liking your team's quarterback?
No. Matt Ryan. Why is he benched?
Well, for one, his shoulders hurt.
Old as shit, bro.
His shoulders. So like, and the coach Frank Wright came out and said it. Or I don't know if it's Rich or Wright. He came out and said it in the interview. For one, Matt Ryan has a shoulder sprain, but for one, they're benching him out of respect. It's something that like I can appreciate as a fan of Matt Ryan.
I don't want to see him like he was going out bad.
Yeah, and like the coach came out and said it. He was like, I talked to Matt. I let him know what's going on. It's not a personal thing. He's like, we failed him. He said, we came here, promised him a defense, an offensive line, and a strong run game, and we did not deliver on that promise.
Nothing.
And it's like anybody who watched the Colts, and it's like this, keep calling my mans, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep plugging my mans. Sam D will talk about, the wildest phrase in sports is a team is a quarterback away. Because how many times do we hear it? Very rare. Like we saw it with the Rams.
Rare. We saw it with the Rams, yes.
But how often do our niggas, quote unquote, guess what? The Broncos were a quarterback away.
Yes, they were.
I've never believed that though.
But exactly.
I've never believed that.
But how many times do you hear that phrase? Oh, they're a quarterback away. Do you know how hard it is to put a quarterback on a team and for that nigga to just be like, he was the missing piece?
So the only 2 times I was ever right about that was last year with the Rams and 2 years ago with the Bucks. That was the only 2 times I was ever right about that.
But because it's not a real thing. Because at the end of the day, quarterback is like the hardest position in sports, and also like the NFL landscape changes so much. The Colts defense last season technically got better. They got Stephon Gilmore in the offseason. Stephon Gilmore went to that team like, like if they was locking shit last season, I'm going to add me to this, doing what I do.
But that's also taken away from somebody else that was playing good.
That's true.
Can we
like,
talk?
Ready? Mm-hmm. John Taylor was the best running back in football, period.
Jonathan Taylor, yeah.
Running against 8-man fronts, 7-man fronts, 9-man front, whoever the fuck was in front of him, niggas was do that.
Yep.
$1.20. You could cash bet that John Taylor plus 100 yards and a touchdown. I won money on it last
Guaranteed.
season. At least more than one time.
Yeah.
But sometimes having a good quarterback kind of hinders that. 'Cause,
Right.
like, you're not really like. All right, so based on last year, we know Jonathan Taylor could run the ball. So like when we go to practice, we're not really instituting like the run game like that because we already know he can run. So like, why are we practicing that?
But really, the O-line's not the same. The scheme is the same. Like, everything is the same. What they were told, everyone was looking at them like they're a team that's ready to take the leap. They're a quarterback away.
But I think the only reason why they said that was because of the division they're in.
Which is true.
So like,
and I was the first one. I was the
yeah,
first
me
one
too.
this offseason saying, "Yo, realistically," and this is why they say football is not played on paper. The shit is on the field because on paper there's no reason they should not have walked
because realistically
to
like,
the divisional championship at least.
Realistically, in football, all you have to do is get to the playoffs, and then anything can happen from there. We've seen it time and time and time and
That's
time
how the
again.
Giants
New York
got
Giants
their
back in
last
2008.
The easiest way to get to the playoffs is to win your division. So when niggas looking at the coast like Texans,
Ironically, that year they beat
Texans-
Matt Ryan first. Every team that's played Matt Ryan in the playoffs and beaten him has won the Super Bowl.
Yep. So the Texans ass.
That's a fact.
Jaguars ass. Titans ass. So Colts could just get to the playoffs, and then once they get there and it's cold, you got Jonathan Taylor.
In the defense,
the crazy thing
in the
is,
defense, like you can walk to the Super Bowl.
and the crazy thing is, the Titans are an ass 5-2. They're an ass.
But
5-2.
guess what? You know what they got? They have exactly the same formula that the Colts have. Niggas are playing defense, and niggas are handing the ball to the running back who is doing that.
Okay,
But what they sold Matt Ryan on, and the reason Matt Ryan was like, all right, and I don't want to hold you. Us looking into Deshaun Watson and all that probably played a role in that, and the way
It
that shit was
definitely
handled.
did 1,000%.
So it's just like, all right, cool. Like, and I won't say that relationship is a stranger or nothing because I don't know. But I'm sure it's like, wait, you're shopping for a nigga that might not even play next season.
There's a picture. There was a picture online of Deshaun Watson. Like you see how this table right here. So say like Reggie's holding the camera. There's a picture online of Deshaun Watson Browns jerseys lined up against the table. But in the back corner, you see an Atlanta Falcons Deshaun Watson jersey.
Really?
In the back corner. Yes.
Which means like he was going to the Falcons.
You see Kyle Pitts tweeting, yo, shit about to get scary.
Yeah.
You see niggas posting a picture of Casey Hayward, Kyle Pitts, Deshaun Watson, and AJ Terrell because they all got the same agent.
you guys are really about to get
were about to get
Deshaun
him, yeah,
Watson.
Bro, he grew up. He was an Atlanta Falcons ball boy.
But then Cleveland said, hey, yo,
shit.
bring the fucking truck in, my nigga.
Go get all the money.
Go get all the money.
that Bentley truck.
Hey,
what happened.
Nigga said, yo, we're going to give you the bag guaranteed.
Go get that bag.
No, you're going to have to pay these settlements, so
Oh, speaking
you're
of
going to have to pay.
Speaking of
So we're throwing this back.
to backtrack, how we were talking about teams being a quarterback away. Can I throw a name in that hat? Actually, Patrick Mahomes.
What you talking about, the Chiefs?
Yes,
Yeah, because
That's
the Chiefs
actually
were, the Chiefs
Because he's another-
that's actually probably the best example
of a team being a quarterback away. Because they had Alex Smith and they were a consistent playoff
team.
They were a
Actually,
playoff
I don't
team,
agree with
and
that.
Alex Smith throwing the ball wasn't winning.
I don't agree with that.
What do you mean?
I don't agree with that because
What do you mean?
all right, when people say like you're a quarterback away, that means like you could take any type of good quarterback,
No,
put him in his offense.
It means that you
and
need the right quarterback.
Yes.
Yes, but that's how you interpret it. That's not how people interpret it.
Okay.
So say before the season, say if like the Colts got Russell Wilson and Matt Ryan went to the Broncos.
Niggas would assume the Colts about to win the fucking Super
They
Bowl.
would say the same thing. So like in the Chiefs case, it's the certain type of quarterback that you get because Alex Smith wasn't bad. He just wasn't.
Alex Smith was a good quarterback.
Alex Smith wasn't bad. He just wasn't who Patrick Mahomes
He was
is.
literally he was
I don't think
just a good quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think you could just take anybody, put them in the Chiefs offense, and they win the Super Bowl because a lot of the things of what they do and a lot of reasons they're great is because of Pat.
So
Because,
they're not a quarterback away. They're the quarterback.
No,
away.
because but it's true though. Like I hate on them, but there's a reason I hate on them.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that today.
I acknowledge the fact that he's a good quarterback. You will never hear me or see me say there's nothing online that says like that I say that Patrick Mahomes is ass. I just don't like the fact that like he gets all the credit. Me and Shake had this conversation earlier, And then we were talking about Tyreek Hill because I got Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team, and then Shake was like, Tyreek Hill misses Pat Mahomes, and I'm like, no, he don't. Like he's leading the league in receiving yards by 200 yards, and he's on pace
he's on pace for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, he's on pace to break the single season record.
And Pat Mahomes completed more deep passes so far this year than he did all last season.
Yeah, so I don't think they miss each other. It's just like. And I can understand, and I can understand why Tyreek Hill like bigs up Tua and kind of like slanders Patrick Mahomes a little bit because like, would you feel some type of way if you was a receiver in the NFL and you know you good and you believe in yourself and you know you go out there and you ball out, but the nigga you throwing the ball to gets like
throwing the ball to you,
throwing the ball to you gets like this God praise that make you feel like you're expendable. Niggas try to say that Tyreek Hill was expendable, bro. You don't think that?
And I'll be the first one to say
you don't think that he looking in the mirror like, yo, these niggas is tripping. Like I really go out there and I play.
Yeah, he a grown man. So
I'll be the first one to say that like, I wasn't basing it just off play, and it's like I'm basing it off how he was using the offense, what he was doing, like how he was using the offense, his stats before Pat got there. Like his usage, all of that stuff.
You gotta grow as a player. You gotta grow as a player,
right? But what I'm saying is like looking at that, it was like, yo, like you weren't able to do you until you had a dude who did this, what you were good at. So it's exactly what you're saying. Where it's like, all right, he learned how to do this. He started getting better with running the route run. He started becoming more nuanced as a receiver. But in the Chiefs' offense, we weren't seeing it. We're seeing it now. Yeah. We're seeing the different ways, and like he's routing people up. He's doing this after he's getting the ball. He's catching it short. His hands are short. When Tyreek Hill started, his hands weren't as short as they are now. Thanks. So like he was dropping like the very passes that we saw him catch because they were in perfect position when passing through. Like we're seeing him high point balls now sometimes, which is crazy because he's not one of the tallest receivers. We're seeing him like catching traffic and hit the ground. Yeah, we weren't seeing that.
That's cool and all, but when you going out there and you doing that consistently on a consistent basis, and then niggas is looking at you like you expendable, and then your quarterback don't even say nothing to back you up,
which is crazy,
which is nuts, bro. And that's why I'll be like, yo.
That's why he looks at Pat certain type. It's like, damn, like you ain't even stick up for your man's type shit.
I mean,
he took it a step further.
We don't know what happened though, because you know what I'm saying. Like niggas might have we don't know what happened. We know certain things that happen publicly. We don't know if they have private.
He talks more about Travis than he does him.
I was like, yo, Travis Kelce do not get the respect he deserves. But you know how hard it is being a good tight end? Everybody on the defense is around you. You in the middle of the defense. It's hard to get open as a tight end.
Facts.
It is very hard.
He does it all the time.
And he makes it look so easy. It doesn't make any sense.
Everybody knows it's coming.
It's going to him.
They know the ball's going to 87.
If it's third and short, if it's third and 5, if it's third and 7, he is going to him because he's a big body and he's his safety blanket.
But when niggas talk about that 13 seconds, they let it talk about Pat, but they don't talk about Travis Kelce in them 13 seconds.
You talking about in the AFC Championship game?
I feel like
it wasn't the AFC Championship
divisional game.
I feel like we get so caught up on what like people be saying, but like if you watch the game, you know what's up. Like,
a lot of people don't watch the game.
But that's what I'm saying.
A lot of people don't watch
niggas who watch the game.
But those are the loudest voices. Is the niggas that don't watch the game.
They don't matter.
They don't watch the game. They watch the highlights.
They don't matter.
They're the ones driving the narrative.
They're the ones.
But the narrative don't matter if you know what the real story is.
No, bro. No. They're the ones pushing the narrative, so they determine niggas. They determine niggas' money at the end of the day.
Who money?
The players' money. They determine
media and stuff like that. Like when
day,
they start talking about stuff like that, it's how they're viewed and stuff like that. It do affect it.
I mean,
it does weigh into a certain extent.
It can affect it, but
it does.
It can affect it, but if niggas is saying shit that ain't true, and the people in house know that something is, or if niggas in house know that something is a certain way, and people out the house saying it's a different type of way, if your relationship is strong enough, it don't matter what the niggas outside the house is saying, because you know inside the house, all right, cool, we good, we solid.
Okay, so let me give you a perfect example then, right? Well, this is a situation right now because the trade deadline is tomorrow at 3, right?
Tomorrow at 4, I think.
Tomorrow at 4. The media has been talking about the Philadelphia Eagles going after a receiving running back, right? We have Miles Sanders, a running back that is top 6 in rushing the football, right? He can catch out the backfield. Great. He has a couple of receiving touchdowns. He's, like I said, he's top 6 in rushing the football right now, right? Mm-hmm. Why the hell are the Eagles trying to trade for Alvin Kamara?
Because Miles Sanders is not Alvin Kamara.
Because
teams are always
trying to get better.
Teams are always looking to get better, bro.
Would you rather deploy Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell or Miles Sanders and Alvin Kamara?
No,
See, but that's the thing. You can't ask me
you,
that.
Would you
I'm
rather have Miles
biased. I'm
Sanders and
biased with
Kenneth
Miles
Gainwell?
Sanders, so you can't ask me that question.
Would you rather
Gainwell or
Bro, me and Reggie had a conversation, and I was like, "Yo, I can name 10 running backs over Miles Sanders." He said, "No, you can't." I named 11. He was still like, "No."
I said yes to some.
Reggie, some. I said I can name 10. I named you 11, and you said no.
Yeah, that is biased because that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm. When it comes to Miles Sanders, I was
just saying, like,
he's my favorite player on the team.
I was just saying, yeah, he's real biased because I didn't name 11 of them niggas.
But I mean,
he said no. But here's the thing: he brought up Christian McCaffrey, and I said no.
oh my
Get
God,
up.
so then you're
Why would I want a pack of glass bones and paper skin?
The thing was, I was like, there was 11 running backs I would take over. That's why he said no, because he was like, yeah, I'd rather have a nigga that played than a nigga that's not.
I mean, best ability is availability. I get it. I get it.
I was under this,
but I mean, but
it's
talent wise, you know, like nigga, talent wise,
That's how a white man runs the football. Are you crazy?
Put it like this: talent wise, I'll take 4 years of C-Mac over 7 years of Miles Sanders.
Would you take right now? Would you take Cordell Patterson or Miles Sanders?
Cordell Patterson.
I know you would say that's why I didn't ask you.
But I'm not saying that as a biased dude.
Because if I ask you that, I know your answer. If I ask you that, I know your answer. If I ask myself, I know my answer. So I'm asking you.
Has he played 4 healthy seasons?
Cordell, he's been healthy his whole career.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're talking about Patterson.
Am I equating money and like?
Have you watched enough Falcons and Eagles game to make a decision?
Yeah,
I'm just asking.
For sure.
It's just for
for
the sake of conversation.
I tend to see Miles Sanders as being inconsistent a little too much, like a little bit more than I would like to. But I think ultimately I would still choose Miles Sanders though.
But why?
Why?
Because what has he shown you? And this is not my
what he's just shown me more consistent play at the running back position over the course of his career. I think Cordell Patterson could have been what he is now way longer ago. He just didn't get the opportunity to be. But I have to do what you did last year again at the running back position, and then we can kind of have a bit more of a conversation.
So here's where I would disagree with you on that because. I'm sorry, Rashawn.
No, go ahead.
Here's where I would disagree with you on that because there have been consistent seasons where you see Cordell Patterson, regardless of what team he's on, and he's playing phenomenal.
He's an impact.
Right.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Miles Sanders, this year is a rebound year for him because last season he had like 30 carries. Mm-hmm. And he was barely getting the ball because 95% of the time the Eagles was throwing the fucking ball.
Yeah, I mean that was our problem in the first half of the season. I wouldn't run the ball.
Exactly. We wouldn't run the ball. But then Miles Sanders gets hurt. We get Jordan Howard, and he's running the ball 100 yards a pop. Mm-hmm. So we can do that with Jordan Howard, but you refuse to do that with Miles Sanders, a guy that hasn't scored all last season, by the way.
All right, so the thing is, right, this is the beef I have with NFL coaches and like coaches in general, because I've seen this shit for myself. Coaches don't really like people that they don't bring in themselves.
That's a fact.
I've seen niggas get kicked off.
Their guys.
I've seen good players get kicked off football teams because you wasn't the guy that the guy brought in.
Shit, I'm sure at some point we've seen that in real life.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Absolutely.
And where it was like,
and that's so fucked up to me.
You're not like whether it be a coaching change or a player just favors a certain player over you, and it's probably a guy that should have that guy's spot, but the coach believes in that guy so much.
But that's why I hate when quarterbacks get drafted in the first round by a regime that's like on a hot seat.
Yeah,
because
it's like you're
setting him up for failure. You drafted him to drafted
perfect example.
Go ahead. You're drafting him to a bad team, right? And if the team is bad, if he's not the savior of your team, you're getting fired, and whoever they bring in next probably not going to fuck with him. So either he's on the bench for the next 4 years because he's on his rookie deal when he got to shut the fuck up, or he gets sent to another team and like he already on his second offensive coordinator, so like he can't really learn offensive. Bro, that shit happened to Josh Rosen, bro.
You're my fucking nigga.
But like,
yes,
that's exactly, you're right.
Like, listen,
that was my example.
But listen, like, By no means, Josh Rosen has always been asked to me. Let's get that out the way. He's always been asked to me. He was never good to me, but the way
his career went
the way his career went is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, after his rookie season, he got traded, right?
The NFL ruins more quarterbacks than it develops.
Yeah. But it's like that. But that also comes with the fact that like there's no development league for football. There's no supplemental league.
And I also don't want to fuck up nobody's money, but Cliff Kingsbury never should have got an NFL job
at all. He has no success. How do you
have a losing record as a college coach in a conference that don't play no defense?
You must be talking about the Pac-12.
And you get signed as a head coach, whatever conference Texas Tech is in.
You know what he had? He had
Big 12.
He had
Big
Baker
12.
Mayfield
Big 12.
and Pat Mahomes.
Like you're only.
I'm saying that right?
Nah, it was just Patrick.
It was just Pat.
He has somebody else too.
Yeah, it was one of the because he didn't come straight from Texas Tech, did he?
Yeah, he came straight from Texas Tech, but he
had Mahomes.
But he had somebody else too.
He did have somebody else.
He had somebody else.
No, but that Oklahoma and Texas Tech game with Baker Mayfield and
that's why I said Baker Mayfield.
Patrick Mahomes.
That
was one for the centuries.
That
was a great game.
Out that game, that was a good game.
But it's like, that's what it is.
That's why you got hired as a head coach, because you coached Pat Mahomes.
And now niggas is looking at like,
and y'all were losers. We're still losing.
Yeah. So niggas looked at that and was like, he's such an amazing play caller. No, he's not. He's not scheming shit open. He's not doing it like, you know what he did? He had a nigga who throw the ball 100 yards in an air raid offense, which is that's what the Chiefs is. That's what the and not for nothing, like we see that Kyler Murray also kind of isn't that.
Kinda.
He kind of isn't. I mean, he's a good football player.
I don't think he loves football.
He don't.
He loves Call of Duty more.
But it ain't even so much that, but you gotta think about it like he was a nigga that could have went number one in the NFL, or he could have went number one. Like he could right now drop everything and go play baseball.
And then make a big contract.
Like he could do that right now, and the Cardinals would be fucked. Because the A's own the rights to him, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they drafted him, bro.
Yeah,
he's literally John Legend, but with a football in his hand.
All right, what
does he not look like John Legend?
Kyler Murray?
Yes,
looks like John. I can't picture it. I can't picture it.
I'll show you a picture right now.
Oh, one thing I'm happy about. And that's why that's really another beef I got with Patrick Mahomes. Like he was almost a New Orleans Saint.
What?
Yeah. So the
story is really different.
The story is right. The story is
shit would have been.
The story is
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton was in love with Patrick Mahomes. Went to all his games, went to his pro day, went like all that, and was like, "Yo, I'm going to get him." And then he tried to make a trade to trade up, and the team that was in front of the Chiefs was just like, "Bro, the guy we want is on the board, and we're taking him." And he knew Andy Reid was going to draft him. That's why he tried to jump right in front of the Chiefs and take the pick.
So what the Eagles and the Cowboys did to the Giants with Devontae Smith?
That's what happened?
Well, yeah.
Devontae Smith and Dallas Goddard.
So he was like,
what?
So
the Eagles snagged Dallas Goddard before Dallas did, and they were going to draft Dallas Goddard.
Yeah, so Sean Payton tried to make the
Cowboys
trade.
Made a trade for the Eagles to jump in front of the Giants to get Devontae Smith.
Yeah, that's what
we was going to draft.
That's what the Saints tried to do to get Patrick Mahomes, and the team that picked in front of him was like, "Nah, the guy we want is still on the board, and we didn't think he was going to be on the board at this time. He's on the board. We're drafting him." So the Saints, so the Saints didn't get Patrick Mahomes because of that.
And in the in-between.
You know how impactful that is? Niggas don't how impactful that is to our division?
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
every time I look at him,
I would have hated this nigga.
Bro, every time I look at him, I look at him in the Saints uniform, and that's why I don't like him, bro. I don't like him, bro.
So yeah, so for the past,
there's a lot of reasons for a hypothetical situation.
There's a lot of reasons why.
So for the past 3 seasons, it went like this. The Eagles jumped ahead in, I believe, the second or third round, jumped ahead of Dallas to get Dallas Goddard, right? That next year, the Cowboys jumped in front of the Eagles to draft CeeDee Lamb.
That's big.
Yeah.
Wait. I think because somebody traded with the Giants though, which was weird.
Yeah, one of y'all swapped.
One of y'all traded with the
like,
Giants,
in division.
so y'all could slight the Cowboys. I think.
No. The Eagles.
The Eagles traded with the Cowboys.
The Eagles and the Cowboys traded with each other so that the Eagles could jump up in front of New York. So then it's because it was the whole thing with
who was the player though?
Where
Devontae Smith.
Oh yeah, that's
because it was like the whole entire the first 10 picks was like okay. It was the Jamar Chase, Elijah Vera Tucker, boom, boom, and then because Cincinnati didn't get because they didn't go offensive lineman, then it opened it up for Detroit to be able to get their own lineman, which then kind of when you look at the teams, essentially kind of made things. And then when the Jets went Vera Tucker, when everybody thought they was going to go receiver, that's when it was like, oh shit.
By the way, Vera Tucker's a dog.
Yeah, but when niggas was like, oh shit, the Giants is about to get Devontae Smith at 11, I believe. And then the Cowboys was at 10, and we knew they wasn't going receiver. We figured they was going to go Michael Parsons at 10. But instead, the Eagles traded with the Cowboys, got to 10, drafted Devontae Smith. So then the Giants, instead of drafting where they was at, they traded back to 20. They got Kadarius Toney. Then they got the Bears early pick. That's why we had 2 first-round picks this year. That's why we got Kayvon Evan.
I'm gonna play this.
Timeout. The Browns is beating the Bengals 25-0.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play this.
Wait, who scored?
Wait, that has a So, damn. So Joe Mixon not about to get the ball like that.
Hey yo, real quick.
So I'm about to play. Hold on, I'm gonna just say I'm about to play this podcast episode for my girl because she always wonders like how are men so into sports? I'm like, it's because we could remember something that happened 5 years ago that affects today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's why we be so into it.
It's like it's like what if so and so went here? Like, ready? Watch this. Right? I'm gonna talk about.
It's a real quick sidebar. So Malik, I know you gonna listen to this, bro. Before tonight's game started, you was beating me by 10 points. I had Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper starting. Both of them niggas scored. You suck, nigga.
Hey yo,
it's up.
Malik, shout out to Shiesty.
Shout out to Shiesty. So somebody said, so me and Sean got and Coach and like a couple other people we know. I think it's just AJ.
It's just AJ.
Because we the only Falcons fans.
You guys are Falcons chat.
We should put my niggas to Jada in that chat because he's a Falcons fan too.
Bro, I asked niggas, I'm like, yo, y'all know any Falcons fans y'all want to put in the chat? Because I was thinking about Lance.
Lance a Falcons fan, Jada a Falcons fan.
But then niggas was like, no, we cool.
It's somebody else I know that's dead. But it's also like we all know each other closer than like everybody knows them. But it's like we all Falcons fans, so fuck it. It's just a Falcons chat. We only talk Falcon shit in there.
Yeah, and I don't want no idiots in there either. That's the thing. Like,
so ready?
We all pretty much be on the same page with most things. Like.
Here's the thing, and this is from a Falcons blog.
Not that I'm calling y'all idiots. I wasn't saying that.
It's a real question. Are the Falcons preparing to sign MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson? Now, as a fan, right? Ooh. First of all, I'm not. I'll be on the record right now saying I'm not a huge fan of Lamar Jackson's game, but I also will say they did supply this nigga with weapons. They did supply. So now that like it's a whole bunch of stuff where he had his decision making stuff. He be doing wacky shit, but
I'm about to lose.
Baltimore has shown that not that they don't believe in Cuz, but that like not for nothing like it's not that, right? So now I'm looking like, yo, could we do that? We got the money.
You got more
now,
than
this is
enough
all,
money.
mind you, it's all hypothetical. It's coming from a Falcons blog, so it's like it's clearly something that like niggas need something to talk about. Boom, boom, boom. But it's like, damn, like I'm looking at the offense we got right now. Niggas running the fucking ball and playing defense. Then that's kind of what they do in Baltimore, so it ain't that hard.
Yeah, and then you bring the best nigga in the NFL
to where we had the last best nigga.
It's gonna be Vic all over.
But wait.
To the biggest,
I have a question.
To the biggest nigga town.
But wait, I have a question. Why do that when you guys just drafted Desmond Ritter?
Because we're gonna send that nigga. We're gonna send that nigga to fucking to Baltimore. And mind you, this is how for the women. This is how men can. This is why we can
Desmond Ritter.
Bro, whoa! He's one of my quarterbacks right now. We can't say that until we get straight.
Didn't y'all draft him like top 5 or something?
Drafted him 4. So guess what? His pedigree alone.
He won the 4th round.
Desmond Ritter?
Yeah.
Not I said 4. I'm my dumb ass.
I'm about to say, but Desmond Ritter not
Ritter
good,
went to the 4th round
right now.
But that's not true.
We dropped him in the 4th round.
But even still, right? he has the pedigree. It's the pedigree he has. He was considered
Shout out
the most
Triple H.
NFL-ready quarterback in this draft. So now you got to think about the system that they run in Baltimore, which they can go kind of back to Flacco. He can run. He can move a little bit, but Harbaugh, look at the offense that they kind of run. They're not doing anything crazy. They need a game manager.
I don't see him leaving Baltimore,
But
man.
guess what? If we send a first round pick and Desmond Ridder,
They don't got to trade, but he's a free agent at the end of the season.
Lamar.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, he is. And then what's his name? The contracts talk. The contracts talk killed at the preseason.
Well, he's his own agent, by the way. If y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
So guess what? But guess what?
Yeah.
You think
He's gonna want the biggest contract, and he's gonna want the second biggest contract in the history of football because Pat Mahomes got
that nigga
five.
want 300? I mean, he losing. He playing himself out of some dollars right
He
now.
is.
He not really though.
He losing a lot of games in the fourth quarter. Bro.
Yeah.
And
He's playing himself out of a couple dollars
losing.
and not having an agent to do that is gonna be like, bro, like
He lost that Dolphins game and he lost that.
Okay, so here's my thing though. Okay, I understand that he wants his money and stuff like that. He won a unanimous NFL MVP on his rookie deal. He didn't win a damn Super Bowl. So why am I giving him
Because
so much
Deshaun
money?
Watson got $250 million fully guaranteed.
and Deshaun Watson is a rape, not a rapist.
How many quarterbacks?
He's a predator.
How many quarterbacks actually won Super Bowls? So you can't. Really
Did Deshaun ready? I'm gonna
do
take
that.
exactly what you said and apply it to Deshaun Watson. Go. Why did Deshaun Watson get $250 million guaranteed knowing he wasn't gonna play a season?
I don't believe he deserved that either.
But guess what? It ain't about what niggas believe. It's about the
fact that he
market.
got it.
It's about the market. So if I'm Lamar Jackson,
So we're just paying
I'm
for
not
potential?
walking-
It's
about the market. It's
player-
about the value
Players
of the
have
position.
players have a responsibility to each other, literally,
And the
to
market.
reset the market.
Exactly.
That's why Tyreek Hill said, "I need
No,
30
when the
mil."
nigga Christian
I need
Kirk
30
got that
mil.
contract, niggas was looking like
Oh yeah,
What was his contract?
a lot.
it was something crazy. And he
Yeah.
wasn't even the
It was a
third best
lot.
receiver on his team.
But guess what? It was like, yo, like you need that. This is what this is. All right, cool. So guess what? When Deshaun did that, it was a lot of niggas that said, "Ooh," like Lamar Jackson.
This is all Kirk Cousins' fault. Kirk Cousins reset the market.
when he got a fully
A
guaranteed
fully
contract.
guaranteed,
got
bro,
that
and he's a bucket of mid.
Exactly. So if he's getting a fully guaranteed contract, and a nigga that's not playing 10 games in the fucking season is getting $250 million guaranteed, and they re-rock the salary cap and all of this other shit to make it so it fits. And you mean to tell me niggas with the most fucking money in free agency ain't gonna figure out how to sign fucking Lamar Jackson? Shit. And if you think if I'm Lamar Jackson and this nigga didn't play a whole season and he don't got no MVPs, okay? He's not, as far as I'm concerned, he's not me. Deshaun Watson is not me.
And he ain't played football in 2 years, bro.
And he got $250 million guaranteed. You think I'm walking in the door for anything less than 300?
You know he declined a $258 million contract?
You know, do you think I'm walking if the Deshaun Watson don't got no MVP and I show up to work every day betting on myself, y'all niggas not giving me shit. You think I'm walking in the door for less than 300 mil?
How much money do you think he's worth?
Based on the market, 300 mil.
Based on the market, yeah.
300 mil. If Pat Mahomes getting that, and he got that 2 years ago. Deshaun Watson ain't played football in 2 years. He got $250 million guaranteed. I'm Lamar Jackson. I won an MVP 2 seasons ago.
and
And
niggas-
guess what?
On a
300
rookie
mil is my
deal.
number.
Niggas can do that. You know why? Because the NFL is always like prodding itself, like boasting about how many people watch the NFL. Like niggas be watching, like more niggas be watching like Sunday night football games than like the NBA Finals.
I believe that to be
Regular
true.
Sunday night.
Like
I believe that to be true.
They
like,
own
it's
the
true.
NFL
So, like,
at some point is gonna own every day of the week.
So NFL be like, yo, like we the best league. We getting all this money. So why do we have a salary cap? If y'all making all of this money, why is our salary cap only like $250 million per season?
And the
And
crazy
that's
thing
why,
is,
like, and ready, it's a lot of what they call, like, what my mans would call funny money in them NFL contracts. Like, oh, you got to reach this. It's like, oh, it's a $300. That's why, like,
Oh, you
Kirk
talking about the
Cousins
incentives?
yeah, that's why Kirk Cousins getting 88 mil
Fully
at the sign,
guaranteed.
fully guaranteed was a big deal. That's why Julio Jones getting that wide receiver contract that he did, fully guaranteed. Like with the whole shit was damn near a signing bonus was so crucial. That's why Deshaun Watson getting $250 million guaranteed is so crucial. So if I'm Lamar Jackson, again, I will not set foot in the door for less than 300 mil because I'm $50 million better than a nigga that ain't played football in 2 years.
And they raise the salary cap every single year.
So it's like somebody can afford it.
and the crazy thing, yeah, and to back up your point, doesn't the cap rise every year?
Yeah,
The only time they had a down year was when COVID hit.
Yeah, the cap rises every year, but like the players could like negotiate the salary cap, but they won't be able to do it until
the next
CBA,
collective
CBA,
bargaining agreement.
so-
But they just signed that wild, crazy TV deal. So the salary cap next year about to jump.
Bro, remember when the NBA signed that TV deal, and that's when the NBA I think got their own network and did all that other shit. Like the NFL already has their own network, this, that, and the third, but like now Amazon's involved. Okay,
And they got Al Michaels, which is
Now
crazy.
they, like LeBron is about to have his own feature like Manning cast. So now we're seeing shit like that. That's only so now you've got streaming involved. So now these people can control like where people watch the game. Like you can watch the NFL on because you have Amazon Prime.
They got the money to pay
pump
all
into it.
They got money. But I'm saying the owners got all this money to pay all these players, but they put a salary cap on so the owners could like write in their checkbook like I'm not paying out more than $250 million this year, so I can just keep the rest of the money. Like
Yeah. So it's like, yo, you and one like that's why I say if I'm Lamar, I'm not walking in for $300 million. When you see the market, it ain't about if his play is worth it. For somebody of his caliber and what he has done, whether I like his game,
because somebody is going to pay it because there's some team out there who hasn't sold out a stadium in 5 years, and they know Lamar Jackson playing on their team is going to sell out their stadium.
Bro,
Okay,
Lamar
so-
Jackson in Atlanta is turning Atlanta to like, bro, the whole stadium finna be a strip club if this nigga goes to Atlanta.
So let me ask you a question. If
And
it's
I'm not bullshitting.
if it's not the Falcons and if it's not Baltimore, give me a few teams that have that kind of money.
Patriots.
Really?
No.
Oh, that have that type of the Patriots
That had
figure
that
it
kind
out.
of money.
The Patriots would
No,
pick
I
the
don't-
Patriots. Bill Belichick wanted to
I
draft
don't
that.
know. I don't know.
Well, you got no team salary cap
Yeah, I don't-
situation.
yeah, I don't know
so
people's salary
they're
cap
gonna
situations
need
like
at
that.
least $40 million.
For 1 year, like each year, they're going to need.
Yeah, they're gonna need at least $40 million open. So realistically,
I think Houston has it.
yeah.
I think Houston, but why would he go to Houston?
The Giants have it, but we're not doing that.
And you guys got Kenny Galladay sitting on the sideline.
Well, we're gonna waive Kenny Galladay. His cap hit's not that big, so we'll probably have like $70 million in
And
cap
Joe
space.
Mixon needs 3 more points to beat me.
Wow.
Well, 2 more.
It's
They in the red zone.
it's a couple squads. Who
Indianapolis.
They don't have no money like that. They just
Ready?
But they just
So,
gave
in
everybody-
2000
playing Indianapolis.
As it stands right now, I'm gonna give you the top 5 teams.
Matt Ryan's still
It's
making
set.
$30 million a year, and they're still paying him. They still got to pay him that money.
Jesus. All right, go ahead, Shake.
So I'm waiting for my shit loading funny. It's not giving me the top 5. But the top 4, the number 1 team in salary in total like
Probably Carolina.
cap space wrong is Arizona with $205 million. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
No,
205
that's
Arizona.
That's probably how much they spending right now.
This ain't cap space tracker. But that's
Ain't
why I
no-
said it don't make no sense because number 2 is Chicago with 109, 228. So 2023 salary cap space tracker. That's what I typed in.
I think
They probably got a whole nigga. They probably got a whole bunch of niggas. They got
I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that might make sense because Kyler Murray didn't get signed yet. Isaiah Simmons. I mean,
Right. They have a lot of people on rookie
Yeah,
deals.
they don't really got people like that.
So then
Kyler Murray did get signed.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. And remember, because there was this whole big thing about him having to watch film.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right.
oh yeah, they supposedly put that in the what you call
And
it.
then they
And then he
waived
took
it
it out.
apparently, yeah.
So
He do need
right
to watch
now-
film, though.
I don't know that man life. He probably do watch film.
He
That
do
nigga,
watch
that
film,
nigga
man.
watches Twitch streams
That nigga watch film.
know.
bro.
I
of Call of Duty.
I don't know his life, bro.
The
That's what I'm
jail
saying.
must-
That's another one of them bullshit media narratives that if you inside the building and you know the real story, then it's just like okay, like I ain't gonna speak on this type of shit. You cannot be a successful NFL quarterback without watching film. Now he hasn't been that successful as of late, but That's also there's a lot of good quarterbacks who haven't been successful.
Ready? So cap space 2023. The base salary cap is $225 million for 2023. Number one team cap space. And like Rashawn's kind of better at this at explaining like the money and how it kind of works. But like cap space, the Bears are number one team with $120 million in cap space. Really, it's $121 million, and then 89 in active cap spending. So explain what the difference between those two are.
I think active cap spending
is like the money they can use, right?
Well, yeah, I think because a lot of teams take cap penalties for getting rid of certain players
because like they have $21 million dead money.
Yeah, that's dead money.
Dead
so
cap,
like, so
yeah.
whoever,
That's cap hit.
So whoever you so if you have somebody that you sign and then you want to get rid of them, you gotta pay the money for that.
Yeah, this season right now, Kenny Galladay has the biggest cap hit of any position player, $21 million. That's why everybody's like, cut him. You will get dumbass if we cut him. We got to give him $21 million anyway.
Yeah, that's
somebody else will scoop him up and he might do good.
The Falcons this year are taking like a $67 million dead cap because we got rid of Matt Ryan. And
we have $78 million this season in dead cap.
But when that money fall off, you're gonna have.
Can you show me the Eagles? Tell me what the Eagles doing is right now.
So after
this year,
that only lasts
61.
So when you get rid of a player, the dead
still paying
the dead
Carson
cap,
Wentz.
you could either take it all in 1 year or split it up into two.
So ready? Active cap spending for the Falcons in 2023, 156.
So that's how much. That's how much
we got to spend.
No, that's how much you're currently spending right now on the cap.
I'm talking about
like that's what I'm saying. So like you're currently spending 100 and whatever mil. You're over every player that you're giving money to. The total right now is 100 whatever $1 million.
Yeah, but if the
okay, so ready?
But if the projected cap is 225 and only.
Yeah, so ready? So
I'm saying y'all got space. Y'all got space.
The Bears have the highest with 120 mil in cap space. We're right behind them at 63 mil, right? Active spending 156 is what you're paying. So like he said, we're paying Julio, we're paying Matt Ryan, like we got all the contracts, 13 mil in dead money. So that's down from last season.
Last year, dead money had to be over 30 mil. Right.
Last year, this season is 78. And this is why all Falcons fans fuck with the nigga Terry so much. Who's our GM now? The nigga's taking us from 78 mil to 13 mil in dead money. In 2024, we have 170 mil in cap space. Like obviously some niggas are gonna get signed.
So it's gonna go down because we're gonna try. I hope we try to get Calvin really back. Like
some people, there are gonna be some contracts, but it's like niggas have.
Where are the Jets right now? Actually,
Chris Lindstrom got to stay.
Jets actually spending some money.
Who's got to stay? Chris Lindstrom got to stay. Agent Terrell got to stay. Calvin really got to stay.
Jets got 17 million in cap space, 190 active.
No way.
Well, no, the Jets spending because they you got to think Zach Wilson on a rookie contract,
bro.
They
you know what?
Corey Davis.
You want to know what I love to see?
Quentin Williams. They paying Quincy.
That Chris Lindstrom and AJ Terrell contract gonna be crazy.
The Saints are 56 mil over the cap.
Yeah.
They probably
spending $280
that's what happens, but that's what happens.
Michael Thomas.
And that's about to be the Eagles' problem in the next 3 years, 4 years.
But that's what happens. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine if you win.
That's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you sell out for a Super Bowl.
So when you don't win it, it's like
you look crazy.
But the problem is that whenever you have a chance to almost win a Super Bowl, you have to act like you're gonna win it.
Yeah.
That's why they just made the trade for James Robinson.
I was just talking to somebody about that. Like people
even if you're good by accident, you say fuck.
But people were saying like, I hope the Falcons trade for somebody mid-season. I'm like, bro, trading mid-season only benefits Super Bowl contenders because
bingo.
Because if you trade for somebody, most likely they're on the last year of their deal, so they're really only going to play on your team for 11 games. And if your team is not where they want to be and where they want to re-sign, then you just gave somebody a pick and you don't have the player.
Mm-hmm. On top of the fact that you, like 9 times out of 10, they figured out a way to, it's like, yo, you're going to take this contract with you.
And that's why some people,
that's why the Colts with that Matt Ryan trade look bad.
That's why niggas get traded. But before they complete the trade, they then say, all right, nah, like you gotta agree to a long term contract before we make the trade, which is technically kind of illegal. But they like Niggas said,
They
all right.
work it out.
So
it's
since
like,
we're
That's why Tyreek went to Miami instead of New York.
AJ Brown went to the Eagles. AJ Brown signed that contract. Soon as niggas was like, "Yo, AJ Brown to the Eagles." AJ Brown contract. I'm like, damn, yeah, they talked about that.
so that's
Niggas talk to their agent like, "Yo, we thinking about trading for your man's like, and like we want to resign him." All right, bet. Like, what's the numbers looking like? Boom. Oh, you signing? Boom. All right, we finna trade for him then.
yeah, we got some serious money for him too, which is crazy,
Bro, if y'all don't win, y'all finna look real bad in like 3 years, bro.
bro. I know
it's gonna look like
Believe me, I
exactly
know.
how that
It's
dream
gonna
team
look-
looked before.
Nah,
Yes,
That's
how
yes.
it's gonna look. Especially
Yes.
if niggas make this move that,
Nah,
that
but the
NFL
only
is talking
thing-
about with Kamara.
The only thing with but Nnamdi Asomugha though was one of the worst signings in the last.
They took a career
15
man
years.
corner and tried to put him in his own defense. He was never going to succeed.
ever.
He was never going
Bro,
to succeed.
they called us the dream team because we had Michael Vick and his backup was Vince Young. And then we had Brian Westbrook. We had Ronnie Brown, who had a crazy year in Miami.
I remember that.
And,
That was when him and Ricky Williams with the Wildcat back.
Yep. And guess what? We went 4-12.
Oh, did
We
you
went
wait,
4-12.
Am I the only one that actually saw that game?
When Ronnie Brown went crazy?
Watched it while it happened, like the Wildcat game.
I didn't see it live.
I haven't met anybody yet that watched the game. I actually saw the game. I was like, what the fuck? Touchdown.
like 5
Niggas got, I'm like running back at
Yo, imagine,
touchdown. Like,
imagine
them niggas had, bro. The Patriots had no answer for that shit,
And that's
at all.
Belichick.
And it's crazy because it was at the time where the Dolphins really wasn't like that. So,
Right.
so to see the Dolphins do that to the Patriots was insane.
And I was like, yo, imagine having Ronnie Brown on your fantasy team that day.
Yo,
And you know what the funny thing is?
I know that weekend practice was lit.
after the Dolphins did that, Madden 11 made sure they put that everywhere. Every team had a Wildcat playbook.
The Falcon shit was called the Dirty Bird. I remember that shit because I used to kick on niggas.
Ours was
Quiz
called
Rogers.
Ours was called
Rogers in that shit, boy.
the Eagles one was called Wild Eagle, and we had what's his name, LaShawn McCoy running it, which is insane to me. But yeah,
But it's like at the end of the day, it was like, you know why? But in that moment, it was on that day that the NFL seen the future and was like, damn, this shit with like niggas who can run is not finna stop.
right.
Like, and that's where you start seeing like as time
ladies,
progresses.
this is why we like football, because we can pinpoint specific days and games where history changed in the sport.
And we can talk about it forever if you couldn't
We've been
tell.
talking for mad long.
This might be longer than the shit with Noah.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, where else? No.
Super pause.
Shout to my man Noah.
That nigga used to be-
What made you go with that verse?
I don't even know what to say to that. Yeah, right.
Nah, but is it the way you said that though is 100% true. It's like, yo, I remember when this happened in history where niggas thought it was gonna be changed.
change the
Like, yo,
game
do you
forever.
remember watching Santonio Holmes catch that ball
Yes.
in the corner of the end zone?
Yes.
Do you know
That shit hurt me, bro.
Bro, do you know that like literally my dad was a Steeler fan? And I was like, bro, this nigga about to come home wilding, bro. These niggas won on one play, bro. They won.
That shit hurt me so bad because I've always been a big Larry Fitzgerald fan. So to see him take that
In
catch to
that-
the crib,
in that-
and I'm like, yeah, game time, and that shit depleted me.
And bro said
hurt
in
me,
like,
bro.
so you know how, I don't know if you know, but NFL Network has this thing called America's Game where the Super Bowl champion team talks about that year. So they had Larry Fitzgerald on that episode. And he said, I remember specifically running down the middle of the field, looking at the clock, saying like, all right, if I could just take off as much seconds as I can as I'm running to the end zone, like then I'm good. And then he went and saw that score, bro. He was heartbroken.
Now that Santonio Holmes play wasn't even the best play of the game.
It wasn't.
What was the best play of the game?
I think it was James Harrison's. It was James Harrison's pick six at halftime.
Niggas try to
halftime.
say that's the best play in Super Bowl history. I think David Tyree's catch is the best play in Super Bowl history.
No, it's overrated. That catch is overrated.
You're a little biased.
But I'll put it to you like this. That well, all right.
Fandom is a mental illness.
So when you there's a couple things you got to add up. We're talking all things considered. we talking about play. James Harrison might got it just because you don't really see 101 yard returns in the Super
From a
Bowl
pass
like that.
rushing linebacker.
From a pass rushing linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
God, this nigga needs one more
but
point to beat me.
Realistically,
And there's 6 minutes left.
Realistically, all things considered,
I hope he fumble.
when you look at the fact that niggas evaded a sack, that's a sack 99 times out of 100. When you look at the fact that they were going against the best team in NFL history, against the
Undefeated.
best coach in NFL history, against the best quarterback in NFL history, against one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history, a wild card team, the last team to get into the playoffs that whole entire year, on the most important down of niggas' entire lives to make virtually the most impossible catch to ever be made.
All right, but listen.
I think the most
When you
impossible
put
catch.
all things that first of all,
I can counter that.
Me too.
I can counter that.
So I want to hear what you gotta say, and then I want to hear niggas comment. Miss is gonna be so mad when he sees the line.
well, nah, I'm just saying, like, I think all things considered, when you put that together, I don't think there's a play that's better than that in Super Bowl history.
Okay, you're talking about plays. I was going to talk about the catch.
No, I'm talking about play. Well, first of all, catch wise, that's the top 3 catch of all time. But
No,
No,
So to
no,
me-
absolutely not.
So to me,
All time.
I want to make the case for James Harrison is because to me, the most depleting play in football is a pick six.
Yes.
In that case, you get all the way down to the 1 yard line, think you're getting 7 points, and then give up.
But
7
it was a
points in
second
one play.
quarter. So
what?
no matter what happens, you still feel like you got 2
But
quarters
it's
left
the
to
Super
play.
Bowl. But it's the Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter.
In the Super Bowl, you
It
don't
does
have.
matter.
In the Super Bowl, you don't have that much room for error.
No, but you know
You're
what
the top two.
But you
teams
know at the
playing.
end of the day, all right.
These are the top 2
It
teams.
don't matter.
playing.
You still feel like you have a chance because you got
Okay.
5 drives left. Because you know you got 5 or 6 drives left. So you say, you know what? This play happened. Yes, it was an amazing play, but I got about 5, 6 drives
But
left.
you don't-
That
you-
Cardinals
bro,
team
bro,
was
when
one of
you-
them teams.
yo, when you-
Yeah, but they still had
But
a
when you
chance
in the
though.
Yeah.
But they
true.
still had a chance.
But like when you get all the way down to the 1 yard, that's why the fucking Seahawks Russell Wilson shit is so crucial. Because like nigga, you got all the way down there to not score.
All right, and that was the last play of the game.
No, it wasn't.
More or less. That was the last
So-
offensive play of the game.
So look, you get all the way. So you get all the way down there, and then you give up a pick six. And not only do you give up
But
a
it's the
pick
second
six,
quarter.
but not only do you give up a pick six, you give up a pick six to a D lineman.
I'm not saying.
And
And
nobody
then
can
nobody
tackle
on your
him.
team.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not important. But put it like this.
As a 350 pounder.
But yeah, which is, I mean, that's what I said. Play wise, football play. I'll probably put it above it when you're talking about football play. But I'm saying all things considered, if James Harrison doesn't make that interception, the Steelers still have a chance to win at the end of the day. If David Tyree don't make that catch, the season is over. The season's over. Third and 15.
Bro, you stole 7 points away from somebody and got it back on your own.
Exactly, but this is the most important drive in niggas' whole entire life.
In a game where you have no room for error.
But that wasn't the most important play of the game at that time.
I'll tell you, I give you a catch better than that. And ready?
Julio Jones.
I mean, yeah, that smooth criminal catch was that, but it's from the same game. The catch Julian Edelman.
You talking about Edelman?
That
catch.
Oh my
The
fucking
catch Julian.
goodness.
It's crazy because like coming from me,
It's up there. That's
catch Julian.
That's why I said
Edelman
top 3.
had-
That's why I said
the
top
catch
3.
Julian Edelman had was off of niggas' shoes. And granted, it's like niggas is in the Super Bowl. They're not thinking about just bat the ball down. If we bat the ball down, it's 4th down, and it's down to 3rd. But he caught the ball off niggas' shoes. Like
I can't hate, bro. I can't hate. Like when people be like, "Yo, Alfred should have just bat the ball down." Nah, I can't.
It's like,
I
yo,
can't respect
because
I can't
that-
respect
he-
bro. You gotta
the
try to
nigga-
catch the ball. It's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You gotta try to catch it. It's a Super Bowl.
Exactly. So
and
it's
you
like-
already got a pick six.
Pick six off
If
Tom
you-
Brady?
bro. If you pick that off, you're the Super Bowl MVP.
But you know what's different though? They scored and then there was overtime involved.
But you know why- but
so
you
there
know
was
why they
more
had an
plays.
opportunity. I
Well,
hear
no,
what
they
you're
had
saying.
opportunity because of Julian Edelman.
The season,
because of
the
catch.
same
Yeah.
way you said
Yeah.
the season was over.
Yeah.
The season was over.
Yeah.
The Falcons. It was Falcons players who had the ball basically in their hands and folded, and the nigga caught it off. The nigga had the awareness to catch it off Not his shoes, not his helmet, somebody else's shoes.
But that's the only game I've ever seen where it's like, yo, everything has to go right for this team to win now, and everything went right.
But it's still somebody who you consider overall to be a great playoff receiver. He's a good regular season receiver. Great top 3 best playoff receivers of all time, all things considered.
Julian Edelman?
Yeah, numbers wise, yes, confirmed.
Yeah.
Playoff, yeah, but I don't think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Nah, I don't think he does either.
Well, people make
but
that
hold on,
case.
no.
People make
And
that
it's coming from the best quarterback of all time. So there's still an aspect of you that feels like they are gonna pull something out of their ass.
I didn't feel that way.
No, because I didn't feel that way either. But I'm saying
They also got. We're not gonna get into.
But I'm saying though, there's still there's still there's still that chance, that opportunity. We don't care, Sean. It's over. It's over.
It's 5 minutes left. I need them.
It's over.
I need them to run the clock out, bro. That's all I need.
over.
That's all I need,
Bro,
bro.
we've been
It's
talking
over.
about the whole game.
Yeah, I need them, bro. I just need them to
It's
run the clock out,
over.
bro. I need Nick Chubb to do what Nick Chubb do. That's all
It's
I need, bro.
over.
Bro, it's never over, bro.
But I'm saying basically, so David Tyree hadn't done shit in his
score.
whole career.
He didn't score, though. He didn't score.
He did score. He did score.
Not on that play.
Not on the play. Not on the play.
That's why I can't give it to Nah. He didn't score.
I mean, I get it, but
Okay, so all right, so if no, I can't say that. I can't
third,
Okay, so let me
third
ask a
down,
question.
third
I can't
down,
say that. I can't
third
say
down, 2-minute drive with a completely unproven quarterback with a team that's not supposed to be there.
So if they don't score that drive, is that still the best play in Super Bowl history?
No.
So let me ask a question.
So wait. So
wait.
as you said,
That's
before,
why I said all things considered.
As you said before, there was more offense played after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things have
So-
to go right after that.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're talking about.
So in essence,
No, you're
in essence, hold on, wait.
You're talking
because
about a
based on-
total though. It's different from 7 plays being played after that to 40 plays being.
But there was still
but in
football played
comparison to the
after.
in comparison to the Falcons into the Falcons situation, and just this one spot, he had to make that fucking catch just for them to even get into the overtime consideration, and then they had to go for 2.
Yes.
Ready? And the reason I would say the Santonio Holmes catch of that, it was we win, we catch it right here, or niggas is going home.
Yeah, with
that is
now, but I feel like
that's that.
Yeah, but I mean, so I'm cool with having an argument of those plays being in the conversation. I feel like it's really kind of them 3.
Okay, so let me ask.
And like, I'm biased. Never mind.
So let me ask a question.
Julio
So
did that.
we're talking about this. Let me.
Julio, that was crazy.
So let me ask this question real quick.
No, Smooth Criminal, that wasn't the best. That wasn't even the best catch of the game.
I'm saying, but like the thing for me is like David Tyree was never a good receiver at all. He pulled something out of his asshole
And put it on his head.
and put it on his head.
What'd you say, bro?
So because we're talking about Super Bowls right now, right? Let me ask this: what was, in your opinion, what is the most electrifying Super Bowl play to you? Me, it happens to be when Devin Hester took that kick back against the Colts because he set the tone for the rest of the game.
I would say
I'm still saying the David Tyree catch, bro, because it's
electrifying.
Most electrifying,
bro. Up until that point,
So-
up until that point though, in our young lives,
So
that was probably
Like
like
talking about all time.
from what we've seen. Like I can only speak on what I've
right,
seen. I mean,
yeah. That's
so
what I'm-
we're in 8th,
That's what I'm speaking
seventh grade, up into from our
I was
lives,
young as hell.
our lives. At that point, I had never seen a play that was that improbable.
I think the year that Jacoby.
I was just about to say
Jacoby
that,
Jones?
The Jacoby
yeah,
Jones.
when he took that shit from the back
back of the end zone and
Yeah,
scored.
yeah.
to start the second
second
half.
half. After
It's like that
bro,
is it. Like he
bro.
literally, that's from end zone to not from the like. Oh, he caught it at the beginning.
He took it 110,
Yeah, no, I remember that.
110 yards.
He took what I would consider probably the longest 4 steps I ever seen a nigga take. It was like he was about to start like a long jump or something.
Yep.
And he's opened his stride up
Bro,
and just started running. And I'm like, yo.
So I was going to say that, so now I got to change mine. It's another kick return. It's another kick return, right? So
Percy Harvin.
yeah,
Yes.
Broncos Seahawks. Bro. So
Yo, they sold them niggas' faces off.
Halftime gets here, right? Everybody's like, damn.
Seahawks already blowing them out.
Broncos losing bad, but you know, Peyton Manning on the other side. That defense crazy. Nigga, like,
it could still happen.
He threw 50 touchdowns this year. They about to come back the second half, make their jumps. It's a long halftime. And then, boom, kickoff. Percy Harvin shut all that shit up.
That was like,
I shit you not.
Literally like saying, yo, suck my dick.
Bro,
His ass. Like,
I shit you not. My mom, every year for the Super Bowl, makes a whole bunch of food for us, right? So they come out at halftime. We're eating our food and stuff like that. We're getting full, right? So halftime comes around. The Broncos kick the ball, and Percy Harvin took it to the crib.
You don't believe.
The minute Percy Harvin took it to the crib, I looked at Rashawn and said, well, time to put the food away.
Yo, it's like, yo. Bro, like, yo, niggas had their cleats off.
All that halftime shit them niggas was talking got shut up in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds.
Not 2 minutes, 10 seconds.
Bro. You know what's crazy, bro? I would have won that game easily if Josh Allen didn't throw those 2 picks at the end of the game.
Don't care, bro. It's over. It's over. You lost.
Listeners, we appreciate you guys for hanging in there with us. You know that this last 2 episodes. We gave y'all 2 episodes and 1 for real. I could cut this shit up, chop it down,
that's fact,
and re-rock it, give y'all 2 episodes, but we're not finna do that. But we appreciate y'all for listening. Follow us everywhere.
Why are there so many white women, bro?
The EOR Podcast.
You know who I'm talking to.
Right? That's it. That's the new one? The EOR Podcast?
Yes. That's on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram,
he hears
everywhere.
me talking to him. Actually, he don't hear me because he's locked in with the white woman.
Are you serious, my brother?
Yeah, that's funny every time.
Yeah, you know what?
But yeah, follow us. Follow us on all socials at the EOR Podcast. We appreciate you guys for hanging and listening. This has been episode 78, In the Regulation Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Shake. Boom one time for Mocha Dean, even though he left one time. Shout out to the boys and ISIS.
That's crazy.
Quite anti-Semitism.
It's your boy BDT, a.k.a. Coach Reg.
Are we really mad at Kanye? Yeah, we are.
I was like, what? We are not, dude. I will edit that shit right out of here.
It was a Jewish doctor.
Yo, did you see that video? Did you see that video?
What you talking about?
So, fuck. So
we were just about to end this
I
shit.
tried to open the podcast twice. So basically, I couldn't.
So basically, I don't really know what he said, but like
he basically
verbatim. But he was basically just like, you know, this one doctor that belongs to this specific group. You know, I can't say it because, you know, and what's been happening to me, but this specific doctor told me this specific thing, and I can't say it. But then he looks at somebody, and he was like, "It was a Jewish doctor." After just saying like,
he couldn't say what it was.
But he didn't say who it was. He just said like,
no, not who. He was like, this specific
group
belongs to a specific group that I can't say.
And then 2 seconds later, he says it was a Jewish doctor.
I love it.
He's an idiot though.
Something's wrong with him. Did you see? Oh shit! Did you see? When he made that post about Kyrie Irving, and then he posted like y'all, like social media makes it so hard to find people, but he spelled Kyrie Irving's name wrong in the search bar. That's why he couldn't find it. What? He put Kryrie. He was like, "Why can't I find Kyrie Irving? Because you didn't spell his name right."
Yeah, man, he needs his medicine back.
All right, but before we go, we got tweet of the week. We got wildest tweet of the week. I should have had it up, but I didn't.
This is why.
Damn, the Bengals got the ball back.
All right. Damn, you gonna?
It's over, bro.
Oh wait, nah, chill.
All right, so the wildest tweet of the week. I have 2, but one might offend people. So the first one is, I gotta do 2 because we missed last week. The first one is, I'm the type of nigga to tell you to put your phone on vibrate and lay it on your clit, and then keep sending you eggplant emojis until you bust. The second one is, single moms be like, he's such a mama's boy. What other choice does he have?
That's Brown's boy right now.
All right, bro. This has been episode 78.
Wait, hold on. What did he say?
No, I'm not doing this.
He says, single moms be like, he's such a mama's boy. What other choice does he have?
Shout out to the mother of my child, man.
Shout out to all the single moms.
And the 2 of mine. This has been the End of Regulation Podcast, episode 78. I am one of your hosts.
Single mom pussy.
He is not lying.
Shout
out to the Taliban. One time for Mugadeen.
Misye Bousin.
Misye Bousin one time. The episode is still going to be called
Single mom pussy.
Aubrey Jean-Pierre.
Oh, Jean-Pierre. We still putting Bert on the cover.
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre. Shout out to all my Haitian SAK Pa Se, and we'll catch y'all
Love
next
in the
week.
building. Make sure I get that motherfucking lover's patience. Let me tell you one thing though. Yeah, Rose. I don't need no motivation. Trying to change my situation. Make a lane away from niggas. Hit a fatal when your niggas. I don't get no explanations. I don't need no validation. I don't see no competition. I don't need no phony bitches. I don't fuck with opposition. Kill them all with preparation. Mix the flow with education. Smoke the whole of medication. Get these hoes up on my face. If you ain't adding to my space, then you a cancer to my greatness. Yeah, bitch.